Yes, we can.
We are the champions of the world.
Or of a little tournament they just threw together to make something mean something.
We might have to make some space. Let's move Clyde Frazier's Hall of Fame thing over and let's put that championship right there.
I so don't want to have the banner discussion. I really don't. And I know at some point we're going to have to. But dear God, if I see that thing, like, honestly, it would make me want to shoot an arrow that was lit on fire at it.
WWLD. That's what I always do. That's what my decisions come down to. WWLD.
What would who?
What would LeBron do?
What would LeBron would wrap himself in it.
You know what I'm saying? Like James Brown. Mr. Bud. Mr. Bud. Get on up. Get on up.
The guy who comes out on stage and wraps him up before he walks out.
Mr. Bird.
Mr. Bird.
Mr. Bird.
It's Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. So, listen, we'll give credit where credit is due. The Knicks did come out and win the NBA Cup last night in Las Vegas. Congratulations. It was certainly a well-played game. They beat a young and up-and-coming team in San Antonio. I reached out this morning to our friend Joe Fortenbaugh, and I asked, when you look at San Antonio, as well as they are playing and putting things together, would they actually be the favorites in the East? What do you think his response was? If they were in the Eastern Conference, would they be the favorites to win the East?
Absolutely. They got the same record. They got the same record as the Knicks. Yes.
He said no. They were dogs last night.
Oh, I got it.
That tells you something. Very young and unproven. Playoffs are always about veterans and playoff experience. They have none of that. I'm talking about from the
betting
Vegas standpoint. I wanted to know if they would be the favorites. So that's interesting to me.
But with Dylan Harper, he's going to get more veteran, more mature.
Yep.
As the season goes, he's the truth.
Yep.
Right? 3-and-D type of guy too. And you talk about De'Aaron Fox.
Castle can lock up your main guy.
Right. De'Aaron Fox is already a guy. And Barnes is a proven veteran. It feels like he's been around forever because he was on the first iteration of the dynasty with the Golden State Warriors. But the dude was like 31.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not but they still have veterans now. Do they add to that? I don't know. So, of course, right? I'll tell you. With friends like this, who needs any?
Let me make sure I shut mine off.
But it's a spam.
I was off. Anyway.
Yeah, but the only reason why he said that is because the Pistons are in the East.
Can we not? Jesus, can we not? Please.
But
5 seconds.
Listen, congratulations to the Knicks, though. I mean, they showed a lot of grit. And you heard Jalen Brunson after the game, before he even got into the interviews, he wanted to thank the unsung heroes of that game. And you got to get a lot of credit out to Mike Brown because it seems like he has his team playing even better than what Tom Thibodeau has them playing. And it may be because he's willing to use his bench.
Well, I think the way he used Kolek last night,
correct.
That was not something that we would have seen last year. I think
he was on the team last year?
No. I'm talking about like that.
Kolek was on the team last year?
Using I know. Using players like that is not something that we saw before, and we certainly see it now. And that was a huge difference in this game. There's no doubt that there's one thing about the Knicks that really has me encouraged, and that's how much they're enjoying playing under Mike Brown right now. Like, there is a genuine joy to what they're doing.
Yeah, we haven't heard Cat say he doesn't understand his role anymore, so maybe he's figured that out. You talk about the addition of Clarkson. We knew that he was going to be instant offense and a guy that can go get his own bucket. And listen, it took a lot of guts for you to say we're going to close the game out without Bridges. Right, that took a lot of guts and saying, "Hey, man, I got to get Kolek in here because I got to get another ball handler because looks like they're wearing down Jalen Brunson." And he was able to make, not just the points that he scored, but also the assists. Being able to get down, break down the defense. He always said we want the ball to touch the paint. Well, Kolek let the ball touch the paint, kicked the ball out to an open 3-point shooter. OG proved that he was there. With that being said, I still want Giannis.
All right, well, we'll get to that in a few minutes here. The Kolek part of it is interesting because you hear Jalen talk like this.
Played big time. Very happy for him. Maybe a surprise to a bunch of people, but then you guys see how hard this kid works. Just very happy for him and the way he played tonight helped us for sure. So we needed him. Very happy for him, man. This is big time for him.
And when he says that 3-4 times, like, I believe him. That's not just smoke.
He put up 14, 5, and 5.
Yeah.
That's a real contribution. What, like 20 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Like, without those moments, and listen, I don't know if you put an asterisk on this because Wemby was on a minutes restriction and he didn't start the game, because Wemby's a problem. If Wemby was able to put up, 35, 38 minutes, then maybe the game is a little bit different because you got your best player out there.
Look, more than anything, they went and they beat a good team, and they beat a team to if you want to say that they have made a little announcement here, I'll say, okay. I'll let you kind of bask in that for a moment.
A little announcement?
Well,
they said we are who we thought they were.
Did they put the league on notice last night? Because that's a line I heard 3 or 4 times this morning, and I'm having a little trouble with it.
Well, you got to think, Knicks fans, get a little overly excited.
Yes.
But I think they put the Eastern Conference on notice.
The Eastern Conference already should have been on notice.
I don't think anybody.
We have talked about the Knicks all camp and all season, and saying that if they don't make the finals, it's a disappointment. But to me, that would have had the Eastern Conference on notice already.
But I think when you look at a team like the Cleveland Cavaliers, they're saying, listen, it's nice, but we ain't afraid of the Knicks, right? There ain't nobody crowning the Knicks in this. You know what I'm saying? You never know what they teams are thinking. The Knicks are pretty locked in and set. They don't have any flexibility. But a team like the Atlanta Hawks, they have flexibility. They got assets that they can move. They got money they can move. Like we did. What we didn't talk about last week, was the fact that Anthony Davis is up for sale. It looks like they're going to blow that whole thing up now that Nico Collins is gone. They're going to, or whatever his name is. Mm-hmm. They're going to, they're going to consider like maybe Kyrie. They had on the internet, they had the 15 guys that may be available. They may be trying to blow up the Clippers. So, the change of power can change with the signing or the trade for, one of these legit guys. I still wonder if the Knicks should try and trade for a guy like Dennis Schroeder, you know what I mean, who's probably going to be available. He's always available. He got traded 3 times last year. Now. Yeah, but, can't hurt to have another guy who could be a backup point guard. You talk about James Harden, I think Kyrie Irving, but the way the Knicks are playing, I don't see them going to get somebody that could mess up this chemistry because, like you said, we watched the Luka Doncic trade last year. Didn't work out because it takes a while for you to get that chemistry and learn how to play and everybody accept their roles. Seems like everybody's learning and accepting their roles with the Knicks. I know early on, Cat couldn't really find his way of what his role was with this team, but I think he's figuring it out now, and everybody, like you said, seems to be enjoying themselves because nobody's fighting over shots.
Listen, it's not like they went out and beat the Thunder. I think it might have been a much bigger deal if they had.
This is an up-and-coming team.
It is an up-and-coming team.
This is a team that sent the Thunder home because of Wemby.
This is a team that is going to be challenging the Thunder in the next 3 to 4 years for sure. And when I say that, I don't mean 3 to 4 years from now. I mean over the next 3 to 4 years. I don't think they're going to be a serious challenge to the Thunder this year, but starting next year, I think they're a serious challenge.
The Knicks might have messed up the NBA. They might have ruined the NBA. Because yesterday, they might have said, you know what? We don't have enough. You guys are right. We're too young. We need to get some veteran leadership. We need some leaders. Yeah, all them picks we got, some of these players we got, yeah, we'll take Giannis. Knicks might have messed it up for everybody. Because that might be enough for the Spurs to go out and make the trade for Giannis because they got all the assets. And the Greek Freak and Slender Man would wreck the NBA.
Do you believe right now, based on what we saw last night, that this should change any kind of approach toward getting Giannis if you're the Knicks?
Yes. I'm not messing this chemistry up because we don't know how much you got to purge this roster. If I'm going to get Giannis, I'm going to wait till next year. Why? We did this with Carmelo. Why not wait? This team clearly has enough to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, which means that they can make it to the championship, which means it's a 7-game series. Anything can happen. You watch guys get injured along the way. We don't know what's going to happen with OKC. We don't know if somebody upsets them. So I'm gonna stay put, man. I'm gonna stay put, make subtle changes, but then I'll decide that in the offseason when we can have a full plan of how to build around who we think we're going to lose and have time to make moves in the offseason. I'm not doing what I did with Carmelo, man. I'm not getting him in the middle of the season. No. I think that validated the Knicks yesterday that they won this tournament and they beat a good team, and they're second in the Eastern Conference.
Well, this is the thing that I would point out.
Did I say they were second? Okay, I'm just saying. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to grab
You already did.
I'm not grabbing the steering
You
wheel.
already
No,
did.
I kept it on Giannis. I said the Knicks might have messed up the league because now the Spurs might say, you know what, we need some veteran leadership. We're going to get Giannis.
Well, here's the thing. If you take Giannis and you put him on the Knicks, there is no question. There is no question that they're going to the finals.
I don't know if they're better, though.
I think they are.
I don't know if they're better because
again, here's why, Bart. This is not going to be
what it costs.
Exactly. This is not going to be giving everything up to get him.
Why not?
They are in the driver's seat.
You got to give up
on
two
this
starters.
deal.
You're giving up two starters.
How do I know I'm giving up two starters?
Now you're giving up two starters.
I'm giving up
Mitchell Robinson.
Pat, and I'm giving up a picks.
You're giving up two starters and Mitchell Robinson.
Listen, I'm not giving up two starters and Mitchell Robinson. That's not how this is going to go down.
Giannis is top what?
Yeah, Bart,
no, top,
that has
top.
nothing to do
Giannis
with it.
is top what?
Top 10, top 5, whichever one you want to put it.
Got such a headache.
So you get nothing for top 10.
You'd have to give up something.
Sure, I'll take Josh Hart and I'll take Bridges. Come on, son.
You're not listening
This
to
is
what
the
I'm
Greek
saying.
freak.
Yeah, I know who it is. I know who it is.
And you got to take the Nassus.
What it is a team that has no control over their star who wants to leave, and the star who is eventually going to say, I want to go one place.
Does he have a no-trade clause?
He does. Well, listen, I'm not positive of
Craig, what the hell?
I shouldn't say that. I'm not positive that he has a no-trade clause. But what I would say is this. If Giannis says, I'm not going to X, then he's not going to X.
He's still under contract.
So he may as well have a no-trade clause.
No, because if they send him there, he has to report, and he's a professional. And if they send him to a place like the Spurs, where he knows that he will
Why won't that happen?
He'll be the number one dude in France. They're gonna have Wemby call. Listen, they're gonna have.
Why won't it happen?
They're gonna have Wemby call him.
That's all fine. First of all, the Spurs, I don't think the Spurs are going to trade for him. I think they love what they have on the younger side and on the flexibility side.
How old do they become?
And then but how much more expensive do they become?
They got 1,000 draft picks. They like OKC.
Bart,
they got everything that a team would need. The Knicks don't have anything a team would need.
If Giannis doesn't want to go to the Spurs, if he wants to go to the Knicks, he's going to be a Knick.
Nope.
That's the way the league works now. This is not we ship you wherever we ship you anymore. So that's not how this works.
So how did Dame Dollar end up in Milwaukee?
He ended up in Milwaukee.
Where did he want to go?
He wanted to go to Miami.
Okay. Where did he end up?
He ended up in Milwaukee.
It was Dame Dollar at the height of his powers. Was he still the guy? Was he still that dude?
Well, he was still that dude, but he also had Milwaukee as a close second.
Dame time. He didn't want to go there. Nobody wants to live in Milwaukee.
He was playing with Giannis. That was the point.
You playing with Slender Man.
I understand this.
How you gonna handle the Greek Freak and him?
Bart.
And Castle.
You don't even know that the Spurs want him.
Yeah, they do.
You don't know that.
They've been talking. They're one of the teams that people were talking about last year.
That's fine. They were talking about it, but you don't even know that the way they're constructed right now that they would want him. You don't even know that.
They get rid of Cornette, and now he just takes Cornette's place, and now you got the Greek Freak starting with Wemby. Man, that's Dylan Harper allows you to get rid of Castle.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to get rid of Castle too. I mean, that dude defensively is good.
You got to give up something.
I understand.
See, once again, you think everybody work through the lens of the Knicks. Oh, we're just going to do the Knicks a favor.
This is not because the Knicks all of a sudden have all of the leverage in the world, and it's just thinking about it from a Knicks standpoint. It's where the guy wants to go.
How many teams you got to get involved for Giannis to come to the Knicks? How many? Because they got no picks.
They got one pick that they could trade this year, and they got one a few years down the road.
For the Greek freak?
What I'm telling you is that the money will match up with Cat, and that will end up being the reason it's going to happen.
Oh, you giving up Cat?
Yes.
And who else?
That's it.
Oh, my God. When did Cat become let me see. My son is going through he's in third grade. He's going through the long decimals. I think he still is going through greater than, less than, equal to.
Mm-hmm.
Luka, AD, both Hall of Famers, equal to. Greek freak and Cat, greater than or less than Giannis.
I'm not telling you that. I'm not trying to sell for a minute
that
Cat is on the same level. What I'm telling you is that if Giannis doesn't want to play for the Milwaukee Bucks anymore and he wants to play for the Knicks, that's how it's going to go, because teams in the league will not allow players to be unhappy, give them a bad reputation. These teams need good reputations so that when they have chances down the line to land other players, those players would still want to go there.
That's fine, but if I'm Milwaukee, I'm going to say, listen, I can't do it. I'll do it in the offseason. They might say, listen, you can go to the Knicks in the offseason, which would be doing the Knicks a favor because it gives the Knicks the opportunity to win a championship, and then Giannis would want to come to them. Or he may not want to come to them because he may not want to be seen as the guy that goes to try and join the champions and that Kevin Durant thing.
Listen, the depth thing, I get that. I get that.
You basically said no depth because you said it's just one for one.
I understand why depth is an issue. We just saw it last year when they traded for Cat. We just saw that was a problem. What I'm saying is, I don't think they're going to have to give up all this depth because they're going to be in the driver's seat on this thing if they want to do it.
Tom, if I tell you right now, I trade you Giannis for Cat, straight up, what you saying? Okay, Tom.
If I'm the Bucks or if I'm the Knicks?
If I'm
the Bucks. If I'm the Bucks.
If I'm the Bucks, I'd probably try and extract more value, but if I have a really unhappy superstar, at least I'm getting somebody of, I'm not going to say a similar ilk because I think Giannis and Kat are in different levels.
You're never going to match whatever the value is for Giannis.
That's
never going to happen.
But Kat is still a very, very good player. So it could be possible, but I would say if I'm the Bucks, you probably need another.
Is Kat in the top 20?
I think he can be, but
no.
I don't know if I would definitively say.
You just said Giannis is top 5 or top 10. So if Giannis is in the top 10, Kat's in the top 20? Make it make sense, Tom. Make it make sense.
You keep thinking that the Bucks have this great say in this whole situation, which is just comical. They don't.
Yeah, but they can say
this is not how the league works anymore.
But they can say we'll trade you after the season.
Okay.
So I'm saying for right now, this year, because we know next year, if you don't make the move for Giannis this year, then Jason Tatum is back. And Boston's a real thing again.
Mm-hmm.
And you may take that L to them with or without Giannis. But especially if you have a non-depthful, is that a word? Depthful?
Sure.
Depthful. Yeah, you don't have a non-depthful team.
Makes as much sense as everything else you're saying right now.
I'm crazy. Y'all think that I would pick what they want. They don't want another expensive player back, right? They don't want another expensive player unless they can trade him and try and get cheap and start over, right? That's what I've been told from all the basketball experts, non-experts, that, hey, why we want to take on Cat's big-ass contract knowing that he wants $60 million a year in a couple years when his contract's up?
Now, I do agree with you on one thing with this.
Oh.
And that is that if you're talking about doing it this season versus after the year, and for whatever reason, they actually won't do anything and would rather have Giannis just sit out the rest of the season and not do anything, because that's what'll happen.
Hasn't he been
injured?
Won't
play. Yeah, Bart, when did he get injured? He got injured, air quotes, when he wasn't happy and he was meeting with the team. Come on.
Well, his vibranium's not working anymore from Wakanda because, you know what I'm saying, he got to go back underneath the thing and drink the pink tea, the purple tea.
Sure. I guess my point is simply.
Tom shook his head like he had no idea. You didn't see Black Panther?
I did see Black Panther.
You racist. You seen all the other Marvels but Black Panther. Did you see 2 with T'Challa died?
No, I didn't see that one.
My God. But you seen all the other Marvel movies. You racist, Tom.
If there's a situation where the only way that it would actually happen this year is if you gave up depth and you gave up all those other pieces, sure, I'd be a little bit more hesitant, but I don't believe that's going to be the case. So if it means if you give me the choice, give up all the depth during the season to get Giannis, or wait until after the year and trade Cat for Giannis, I'll wait till after the year, and I'll let this group take a shot at it.
You don't even have to do that, man. Just give us Josh Hart and give us Bridges. We good. Since Giannis has no value, just give us Josh Hart. Just give us your pocket change. Get them tight.
Well, you would rather have an entire bag full of pocket change, apparently, than one star player at least. And I didn't say superstar. I said star.
Okay, you got a star in Brunson.
No, Brunson's more superstar level now. Let's be fair.
Nah, man.
Come on, dude.
Brunson's superstar?
He's more on that level. He's not on Giannis's level, but he's more on that level since he's becoming Nick.
Is he on Steph Curry's level?
No.
That's what I'm saying. So that's a star. If he's not on Giannis' level.
He's closer to superstar than he is star. He's closer to superstar than he is star.
See, this is the problem. You rounding up. You can't round up. He's a star. It's only a couple superstars. Jokic, Giannis, Luka. I'm still.
I would say Luka's like a superstar. I'd put him even higher.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. So like, Brunson is a good player. He's not ST. He's not Shea Gilly. It's only like 5 or 6 superstars, like super duper stars. Brunson's he's a star. I think we use greatness as a little, we're a little loose with it.
I think
Dominique Wilkins was a star.
I think you're right
Jordan
about that.
was a superstar.
No,
Bird was a superstar. Kareem, Magic, superstars. Isaiah, star. And that took a lot. That hurt.
Apparently it did.
That really hurt me to say that.
Apparently it did.
I'm sorry, Z.
Jose in Connecticut starts us off on ESPN New York. Jose, what's up, dude? How are you?
Good, guys. What's up? Bart, man, I love you, Brand, but you got a little hateration in your game right now because
how am I hating?
Carlin, you know that because we all know that you just don't want Giannis on the Knicks because you don't want the Pistons to get smacked. And it's okay. I respect that as a fan. That's why you'd rather have Giannis go to the West. And because you think the Pistons is going to win, but we're going to smack the Pistons this year. We would smack the Spurs because they're not ready. They're like a next year team, you know what I mean? But I didn't want to talk too much about Giannis because, like, I agree with you guys. I would rather wait till the end of the year, see what we have now. And also, there's more leverage right in the offseason because his contract is going to be up sooner. So what I wanted to say was I told you guys last year, I kept telling everybody, all the shows, like, let this team get another year. You're going to see how much better they'll gel. You're seeing a lot how they're playing better together. Bridges is more comfortable. And it's actually telling that one of the players that they're talking about in trade rumors is Dante, because I agree that they don't really want to shake up this team too much this season. Dante's someone who knows the team, who maybe you could bring him in, and he would be like, obviously has chemistry with the players. So I'm just saying, stay the course. I like how this team is playing, and at the end of the season, now you have more leverage because Giannis is almost an expiring contract, and then you could probably flip Cat and a couple picks, and maybe a young player. I don't know, whatever. But
you just said
I don't want to do nothing this year.
So why are you hating on Karl Anthony Towns like that? I thought you don't appreciate his contributions.
That's why I said wait this year.
So you want him to win and you want to ship it.
You want to see how we play.
You want to play this year and then you want to ship his ass out. You unloyal mother. I used you for everything. All right, it's been real. Take your championship and go. We'll have the ring ceremony when you come back.
Right now,
and bringing in DiVincenzo, that might mess up the olive cart of the rotation.
Right now, I don't need to do that. I don't need to. If you want to add another shooter, okay. But I'm not messing up what's going on right now unless it's something massive.
You're about to get rid of Kolik. And first of all, I'm not afraid that if Giannis comes. Listen, the Pistons, a really a higher gun out there could be Anthony Davis. And I know you're saying he can't stay healthy, but he's going to be somebody that's going to play a key role because it's been reports that maybe he goes to Atlanta for Porzingis. And, Atlanta, I think, is a very slept-on team. And we won't start realizing just how good they are until later in the season. But, they have size, depth. They have everything that you need. And they're playing well, too.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app, as well as over on YouTube. So, what did you take out of it? Have they put the league on notice? 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. And would this actually change your mind about how aggressive they should be in pursuing Giannis? It's all on the table for you. Mike Tannenbaum is going to join us in 15 minutes. We'll talk about the league. We've got a lot going on today, a lot around the Jets, a lot around the Giants as well on ESPN New York.
When you're streaming Stranger Things on Netflix,
hurry! Okay, wait!
Don't take slow for an answer. Switch to Optimum Fiber for the fastest, most reliable, and most consistent internet speeds, starting at $25 a month. And this holiday season, get Netflix and so much more on us. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today.
Whoa, did you see that?
Optimum, don't take slow for an answer. Netflix subscription required. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Bell Parkway, traffic eastbound, heavy at Pennsylvania Avenue. Accident just happened a few minutes ago. Left lane is out. Henry Hudson Parkway, southbound, very slow. Off the GW Bridge, West Side Highway southbound, down by Riverside Drive. It's a tractor trailer which made the wrong turn. Yikes. Should have stayed with the Deegan, my friend, but now they're stuck there on the southbound Henry Hudson West Side Highway. The BQE going southbound, 278 westbound. It's an accident and a broken down car left lane by the Manhattan Bridge coming in from New Jersey. It's about a 10-minute delay. Gridlock alert in New York City today. And in Newburgh, southbound New York State Thruway, vehicle fire still by I-84 at exit 17. I'm Bob Williams on 880 ESPN New York.
When equipment breaks down and operations come to a halt, every single second counts. So why is your maintenance team spending 60% of their time doing anything but turning wrenches? MaintainX is the AI-powered maintenance and asset management system that helps your team get back to actually fixing breakdowns. No more searching for manuals. No more hunting down parts. No more drowning in paperwork. With MaintainX, your team can access manuals from anywhere, create new procedures in minutes, and turn voice notes into clear and complete work order feedback. What used to take hours now only takes minutes. Keep your operations moving, not your paperwork. Join over 11,000 maintenance teams that are already fixing more and filing less. Try MaintainX for free today. Go to maintainx.com/AI. That's maintain in the letter x.com/AI.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter. Discover a driving experience crafted to inspire. At Garden City Mazda, exceptional design and sophisticated performance come together. During the Mazda More to Move You sales event, lease the 2025 Mazda CX-5 for $229 a month for 33 months. Or the 2025 Mazda CX-50 for $239 a month for 33 months. Both with $49.95 due at signing. It's the Mazda More to Move You sales event at Garden City Mazda. At Garden City Mazda, expect the exceptional.
We are moving now.
Electric bikes are everywhere. They are quiet and very fast. Teens ride them on the roads, in bike lanes, but also in places they should not be, like sidewalks and parks.
Look out!
When you ride, wear a helmet. Don't speed. Watch out for pedestrians and cars. New York State and your community have specific rules for electric bikes. Follow them. Go to trafficsafety.ny.gov for more info. A message brought to you by the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
At Jake's 58 Casino Hotel, we're celebrating this holiday season with our $155,000 Slay the Road drawing, including your chance to win a new Land Rover Defender and $10,000 cash. Earn entries all month long, then be here on January 1st between 12 and 3 p.m. when one winner will be drawn every hour to win up to $20,000 cash. At 4 p.m., one lucky winner will win a Land Rover Defender and $10,000 cash at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Talk about stepping up. Bang! Bang!
It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks.
Go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. Go New York. Come on, man. We got too many gangster rappers around here, man. We got Jada, Method Man, Fat Joe. We got Diddy. And this what we spin hot bars with?
By the way.
We got Diddy. Diddy ain't doing nothing. He can produce it from the...
Hang on a second. We got to talk about that for a second.
About Diddy?
All right, two things. Number one, little bit of breaking news. I'm not going to hit the Bart thing. Tua just got benched for Quinn Ewers.
So he's available.
He's done.
Can't wait.
I literally can't wait until Tua's a Jet.
The next quarterback of the New York Jets?
Oh, God. God, no. I have watched a lot of this Diddy thing so far.
Oh, you've been watching it? Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I've watched none. Like, newsflash, he's a jerk.
Oh, it's beyond that. It's just, and granted,
how he sabotages people deals, and
I'll just give you two things. I won't go nuts on all of it because it is so worth watching, and there's a lot of things that I don't know.
So you're enjoying it?
Oh yeah,
you're getting all the tea that people have been talking about for years.
But here's the thing, like, all right, I also take it from I know who because it says in big letters, executive producer Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, right there. But I'm not going to say I look at it with a grain of salt, but I'm like, all right, this is all from one angle, but it's a lot of people who were close to him, that's for sure. And
a grain of gravel.
The one thing that there were two things that jumped out. Number one, he said, when Biggie died, he said, we're going to have the biggest funeral this city's ever seen.
Yeah.
They started to see the bill. He said, we're going to have the biggest city this funeral's ever seen, but Biggie's going to pay for it.
Yeah. You charged the Biggie estate to pay for it. Now, has that been confirmed?
I mean, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, there are a few different people, and then they show different aspects of it, and the allegation was that he had an agreement with Biggie in advance. He had signed over on a new deal or whatever.
Yeah.
And that Biggie had already signed it, and that when he died, he wanted to take out 5 or 6 pages in the middle of the contract.
Wow.
And slide in 5 or 6 pages that weren't there before and present those as the contract to Biggie's mom. Biggie's mom's in it.
She's in it too?
She's in it.
We just lost her.
Yeah, she's in it.
Wow.
She said there was one reason for all of this, and that was Puff, and that was Tupac.
Oh. And
she basically, and
because the two mothers became friends.
Yes. Yeah. But the issues had nothing to do with her kid, and it seemed like that was the truth. And listen,
because Biggie
I
and Tupac
remember a lot of
used
this
to go
stuff.
on tour with him.
Yeah, I remember a lot of this stuff. That's part of it too.
And how Puffy sent Diddy. I mean, how he sent Biggie out to L.A. when they was talking about don't come to L.A. It's not safe, and he forced him to go.
And that he
didn't go. He didn't go, did he? Did he?
No,
did
he
Puffy
went.
Go with him? Puffy went? I said, did Puffy go with him?
Puffy was there.
Okay.
But he also was about to leave to go to London. The Biggie the next day was getting up to leave to go to London, and Puffy canceled that whole thing because he wanted to not just it was for the awards. It wasn't the Source Awards. It was another one. But it was for the award show, and then Puffy wanted to stick it to them even further by having a party out there because they had been told for months, do not come out here.
Yeah.
And then anyway, the other
then
thing
he
is
forced Faith to sing and she didn't want to sing, but he probably guilt tripped her about how you're not going to celebrate, we lost Biggie.
Yeah, that part of it, I didn't see that part of it.
Oh, damn, I just messed it up for you.
No, that's okay. I've seen through that. Yeah, that thing.
Every move you make.
You think about that as an iconic performance at the time.
And man,
you cannot help but look at that thing a whole lot differently when you watch that whole thing and they show it again.
It looked like a feature for Puffy. Oh, what a great executive. Look what he did. Look at what he did for Biggie.
Other thing was that before and after every episode, he puts up on the screen, this is what he was charged with, this is what he went to jail for, this is that, like just to remind you.
Listen, outside of Trump, 50 Cent is the biggest troll in the history of their life. Like, this dude, man, answering the flowers.
Anyway, I'm enjoying it. I shouldn't say I'm enjoying it.
No, you can enjoy it.
No.
Listen,
you know
we all
what I
have
mean.
guilty pleasures, man.
No.
Listen,
no. I
It's
don't.
okay,
What
Chris.
I don't. No.
It's
Let me
okay.
say this.
Okay.
The victims are obviously the people that I think about with it, and oh my God, this guy, if this is true, treated so many people so horribly.
I mean, bro, you can.
But it's
a lot of people that enjoyed the Jeffrey Dahmer thing, Tom.
It's worth watching.
Right, but people enjoyed it.
Aubrey O'Day's in there, Danity Kane.
Yeah.
That's a bad scene, man. That boy, just
somebody
you
watched
name it.
it and she had to be admitted to the hospital a couple days ago.
She was?
Yeah, I think so. From the Danity Kane.
Oh my God.
Mental distress. Puffy ain't never getting out. Every move you make.
Anyway.
Every single day.
Yeah, there will be no separating of the artist from the music from the person on this thing.
Man.
There will be none of that.
I guess we should do who do you hate more, him or Kales? Man.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. All right, I'll get back to it here. Sorry. You just caught me for 1 sec because I did watch a good amount of it yesterday.
Yeah, man.
Martin in Brooklyn is up on ESPN New York. Martin, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Hey, first off, hey, Bart, for a football guy, I respect your takes on basketball, and I respect the fact that you are a troll and a homer at the same time. I am really surprised that you feel that Isaiah is not a superstar by his accomplishments and the showmanship with the passing and the dribbling before it all became so popular.
Yeah.
Isaiah definitely is
Best
a superstar.
handles. Yeah, but you know, I know what people are going to say. I know what people are going to say. So I'm just going to say, okay, I know if I say that, people are not going to listen to what I said in the front. You know what I'm saying? Only person to send back Bird, send home Bird, Jordan, and Magic.
Be a homer. Be a homer. That's your stealer. Be a homer. All right, so now you guys are talking about the Knicks. And I didn't know this, but if this is true that the Mavericks are looking to rip it apart, the best scenario, first of all, let me start off with getting Giannis is, I would never say no, but it'll rip the team apart, and we're right there.
Yep.
So instead of with the Mavericks, what you do is you trade Mitchell Robinson for either Daniel Gafford or Lively straight up and whatever other sweetener they need. Yeah. That makes the Knicks whole. That gives them a defender, a dunk position, and
he's a tough guy too.
You can play them at the end of the game because Mitchell Robinson can't shoot free throws. And then you put Cat back to his natural position. And then you just move Hart back to the bench. Not that he deserves it, but he's the only one fit to come off the bench and start.
So, Martin,
Because I'm trying to figure out, it's either Gafford, it's not Lively that is up, right? He's waiting for a new contract. No, one of them just got a new contract, right?
I think Gafford who got the contract.
Yeah, I think Gafford got the contract because then his baby mama was mad because his child support didn't go up.
Right.
But I thought you would have said, hey, make a move for Clay, who's trying to get out of there because he wants to play for a winner. He left there thinking he was going to play with Luka, and he's saying that he wants to leave, and that gives you another shooter and championship DNA. I thought you would have said him, and then we get to see Megan Thee Stallion in the stands. Twerk.
No, that's selfish, Bart. But, yeah, no. I'm not saying that Gafford, Lively are better than Giannis or Clay.
Yeah.
Just so that you don't disturb the train that we're on, because we're right there.
The chemistry, because
you just can't.
To your point, you still can
can't play.
To your point, you still can make the trade for Giannis next year. But you want to load up. You want to load up this year in the weekend Eastern Conference. You want to load up, and I think.
No.
Go ahead.
You definitely can. No, I'm not saying that that's not feasible, and no way I'm saying that these guys are better than Giannis. It's just that if you don't want to disturb the train, we're right there.
Yeah, individuals don't win
those are a
championships.
better option.
Yeah, individuals don't win championships. Players do. Teams do.
Look, I'm not getting wrapped up in all those other pieces. To me, this is not about trying to add a lot of different pieces like that. This is about one guy that could potentially change the entire dynamic of whether or not they would actually have a chance in the finals, and Giannis. Listen, do we both agree the Knicks can make the NBA Finals as is?
Yeah.
I think so. I can't see the Knicks winning the NBA Finals as is. Not with the level that Shea Gillian and those guys are playing at.
Well, you just don't know if they're going to sustain any injuries.
It's Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app, the news came just moments ago that, in fact, Tua has gotten benched. One of the men who used to run the Miami Dolphins gives his response next on ESPN Radio.
Listen up, football. Never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
There are small risks in life, like giving a kid a football to play with in the house.
Whoa, watch out for the... Okay.
And then there are big gambles, like giving a kid a lottery ticket. Never gift a lottery ticket to a person under 18. Learn more about how to gift responsibly during the holidays at playresponsiblyny.com. Please gift responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
The Winter Savings Event is right now at Bay Ridge Mazda. Lease the 2025 Mazda CX-30S for as low as $169 per month or the 2025 Mazda CX-5. Select for as low as $229 per month and get as low as 0.9% APR financing rates on select model. Plus, enjoy 1 year complimentary of Bay Ridge Plus benefits like ding and dent coverage, key replacement, windshield protection, and roadside assistance. Visit them in Brooklyn or online at BayRidgeMazda.com. Bay Ridge Mazda, where confidence comes standard. See dealer for details.
New York Presbyterian treats more heart patients than any other hospital in New York. From common to complex conditions, our cardiologists and heart surgeons are pioneers in advanced heart care, leading the way in minimally invasive treatments for faster recovery times. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital based on U.S. News and World Report 2025 to 2026 Cardiology, Heart, and Vascular Surgery Rankings.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
The post-career day press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Anthony, can you tell us what happened during career day?
I'm a biomedical researcher. The kids just weren't impressed.
How did you feel when your son called in the backup?
Embarrassed, and I knew it would be a fireman. It's always a fireman. It's cliche, but a crowd favorite. He had an axe and everything. I can't compete with that.
And will the fireman be helping your son with his science fair project?
Hope not. I'm literally a scientist.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Fellas, it's the season to shine, and not just from the holiday lights. Manscaped is here to keep you looking sharp for every holiday party, family photo, and mistletoe moment. The Lawnmower 5, groin and body trimmer, and the Chairman Plus face shaver deliver precision, comfort, and control worthy of Santa's nice list. I've been good and nice. Whether you're tidying up before a big night out or preparing for New Year's Eve, Manscaped has your back. And your face too, to be exact. So gift yourself with some grooming greatness this season, because looking good is the best gift of all. And now you can find Manscaped products at your local Walmart.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
It's time for the Mike Tannenbaum Report. It is brought to you by Samuel Institute for Pain Management. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York YouTube page. Mike joins us as he does each and every Wednesday at this time. Mike, let's start with the breaking news of the moment that Tua, just moments ago, was benched, and Quinn Ewers is going to get the call for the Miami Dolphins. Just your reaction to Tua getting benched after Mike McDaniel left the door open yesterday.
You know, it was surprising but not shocking. He sort of left the door open after the game. You know, look, Tua didn't play well. We all saw that. It's interesting, though. You know, coaches are usually pretty smart and calculating, and I'm sure he's thinking that this may be a way to help save my job if I could get Quinn Ewers to play well. It's kind of also interesting, guys. Why is it Quinn Ewers and not Zach Wilson?
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. Mike, you know this, the little tidbit that you always get in some of these reports at the end of it is, well, apparently Quinn Ewers has looked really good in practice, which they make sure to slide in there for part of that response or to help the reaction to it. But I mean, it feels odd that you would go to your third quarterback. Is it for that reason that you just mentioned? This, like Zach Wilson, we already kind of know. Quinn Ewers, if somehow I make him look good, then maybe I'm sticking around.
Yeah, but look, it's amazing how far Zach Wilson's fallen. You know, Chris, I know you cover college football as well. It's just fascinating that Quinn Ewers is in the same market as Carson Beck. You know, one went in the 7th round, one went back to the University of Miami. And, you know, now at the end of the season, it'll be interesting to see, you know, which of those players wind up doing better. But good for Quinn Ewers. You know, what an opportunity to show that even as a viable backup, he can make, you know, really good money for a long time. And, you know, let's see if he can take advantage of it.
So what's the future of Tua Tagovailoa? If you're doing this, they have to be considering getting out of that contract if they can. And if so, what's the market for a guy like Tua Tagovailoa, understanding his concussion history?
Yeah, Bart, someone's going to have to take the contract, and I just don't see, based on how he's played, someone doing that. I don't think this is going to be Brock Osweiler, where they're going to have to give a second-round pick and, Tua to get out from under. But I would think they're going to have to eat the lion's share of the money to try to move him, because people are just going to see a player that, for whatever reason, just doesn't look the same and hasn't played well.
So in what world then so we're entering a world where Miami is entering the space of I need a franchise quarterback. How do you address that? They're not bad enough to be picking high. So is this a reboot and restart for this organization? And if so, what players can be plucked from that roster?
Yeah, well, look, the players that are still good are certainly Jalen Waddle, Chop Robinson, Bradley Chubb. There's some good young – Devin Achane. So they have some good young players, but they'll probably be in that second group of, John Mateer, Ty Simpson if he comes out, because you're right, like, Fernando Mendoza, Dante Moore will be long gone before they pick.
Mike Tannenbaum with us, ESPN NFL front office insider, of course, former executive for the Jets and for the Miami Dolphins. Mike, can Tua still play? Can Tua still be a legitimate starting quarterback for a team in the league that can win?
Yeah, ironically, I think it's the way they started to win some games, which is be balanced, play action, have him, you can't put it all through him. I just think because of his height and, he came out with some hip issues. He's not the fleetest of foot, so I just think he has a strong offensive line, a strong running game, but absolutely he could still be a winning quarterback in the league.
Well, let's put it this way. You know that we're going to talk about this in relation to the Jets and however this plays out, whether it's this year or drafting a quarterback next year. Is he the kind of guy that you would consider for them to be a bridge quarterback for next year, maybe well, I would certainly hope a better option than Justin Fields has turned out to be?
Well, the bottom line is, you got to consider everything. Until you have somebody, if you're the Jets, how can you eliminate any possibility, Chris? So, and I'm one for get a veteran and draft a guy. So, I think we're up to 52 different quarterbacks starting a game. So I think you have to continue to look for a solution until you have one, guys.
So tell me this, between the two quarterbacks, who do you think still has a bright future or a brighter future? Tua Tagovailoa, Mac Jones, or Kyler Murray?
Kyler Murray to me has a really high ceiling. Obviously, it hasn't worked in Arizona. He'll be available. He has rare ability, athletically, arm strength. On a one-year deal, Bart, that's sort of intriguing to me.
Been trying to sell it around here all year. They're laughing at me, Mike.
Not laughing. Laughing's not accurate. That's not accurate.
They chuckle.
Not even chuckle. It's more just skepticism a little bit. Mike, how about this? The Jets, obviously, Aaron Glenn made the decision to fire Steve Wilkes the other day. I think in some ways it shows a lot of guts, frankly, by a rookie head coach to immediately admit this kind of a mistake and rip the Band-Aid off. How did you view that?
Yeah, I give him credit. He's the CEO of the team, and, if there's a part of the team that's not living up to the, expectations, and after a reasonable amount of time of, trying to work with somebody, get them better, you have to set standards and hold people accountable. I'm sure it was a difficult decision, to do that, especially in year one. But I'm sure he felt like, hey, this is not going to get better.
So what's the solution? Because how many coordinators does one coach get to hire? So how important is this next hire for him, and do you think he should get involved?
Yeah, of course he'll be involved.
I'm saying when I say involved, Mike, I'm sorry, I wasn't clear. Should he be involved and maybe considering making the calls itself and be one of those type of coaches like Todd Bowles?
Yeah. I philosophically, I don't know if that's ideal for any situation. Like, short term certainly can work, but I think in this day and age, with the emphasis on clock management and managing the game and injuries and blue tent and all the other things that go on, it's a hard thing to do. You talk to the coaches that do it, Bart. It's really hard because if you're on the sideline making an adjustment because you're coordinating and you're calling a play, and all of a sudden the other side of the ball is out there and half the bench is screaming, throw the red flag, like, it's hard to do. It's not impossible. We see Andy Reid do it, Sean Payton, but I think it's a hard thing to ask a head coach to be successful doing two very different jobs. So I just think you got to be, thorough in your search now. You got plenty of time. Bring in a lot of people, collect ideas, see what's out there. I would look at the college level as well. Again, be very thorough in the search.
33rd team?
Never know, but we're always here to help. Bart. We're like 7-Eleven. We're always open.
Mike, the Giants. Take me back to when you hired Rex and you were keeping Brian Schottenheimer to be the offensive coordinator. Take me through what that process is like when you said, hey, this is what we want to do, and kind of in relation to how we've seen Kafka maybe do some good things with Jackson Dart. Is Kafka making a case right now to be in that kind of a conversation?
Well, the reason Brian didn't get the job was, one of our big goals was to overpay a middle linebacker, and he said absolutely he would not do that.
How'd that work? How'd that work out for you? How'd that work out for you, Mike?
So when we said, Rex, we're dying to overpay a middle linebacker, he's like, I got just the guy. I'm like, well, then you're the head coach of the Jets.
Well, but keeping him as the OC, though, too,
Yeah, no, in all seriousness, I'd say this, we felt like Brian had done some really good things. We knew that ideally we were going to go younger at quarterback. You never know how it's going to work out. It did, obviously, with Sanchez. So we just kind of felt like as we went through the process, there was a lot of things we liked about Brian, and wanted to make some real changes with leadership and on the defensive side of the ball. And felt like, wow, the best case scenario would be to get Rex for the defense, overall leadership, and then obviously have Brian. In an ideal world, pair Brian with a young quarterback, and it worked out. I think obviously this situation's a little bit different. I think you got to bring in a new leader. I mean, they need some real transformational leadership at a number of levels at the Giants, and then let those people pick who they believe are the best people for the jobs. Look, I'll be talking about this on ESPN in a couple of hours, but if you're the Giants, how could you not consider Fernando Mendoza? I think Jackson Dart's going to be a good player, but if Mendoza, he may have a much higher ceiling. So to sit here and say, well, we're going to keep a coach just because he's good with Jackson Dart, I think is a little, premature.
So you're saying if they get that, we get you reset the market again, and you allow the coach. When you have something like that, because we saw that with Kingsbury, with Rosen and Kyler Murray.
Yep.
How common is that, and what kind of discussion is that to have when you talk about bringing in a new coach that may have a different vision, may not want an athletic quarterback, may want a guy that is a quick processor in the pocket?
Yep. So, look, I think the Rosen Kyle Murray one is apples to apples, which is, the risk. Let's say the Giants have the first pick, and they don't take Mendoza, they take Arvell Reese or whomever. What happens if Mendoza turns out to be Matt Ryan? And he's a great quarterback for a long time. There's a risk. There's a risk in anything you do. And again, I think Dart's a good player. Durability is going to be a big question about him. And if you're sitting there and you have a chance to get a player that led Indiana to the first championship since 1967 against, let's face it, an NFL defense, I think that's something you really got to take a long look at.
Now, do you judge Mendoza because we can say, hey, that Indiana really didn't play anybody, but I understand they played Ohio State. But how important is these playoffs for him? can he get a J.J. McCarthy type of stimulus package and move up to the top, or is he already seen as a better prospect than J.J. McCarthy?
Yeah, I think he's going to be the first pick overall. I think he's ideal size. He has a good arm. He has great anticipation and accuracy. He really reminds me of Matt Ryan physically, the way they play. And you look at the career that Matt Ryan had for a decade, every time Atlanta drove to the stadium, they had a chance to win because they had a good player at the quarterback position. He was durable. He was reliable. And I see a lot of the same attributes in Mendoza. And if the three of us were running a team, I'd be hard-pressed to pass up on a guy like that.
So when the season is over, the Jets are probably going to be sitting at 3 or 4, right? Because we think that eventually somebody's going to win some games because two of the teams play each other. So you're suggesting that the Jets should use 2 of their first-round draft picks to move up in this draft to go get Mendoza. Since you see Matt Ryan, we've never had anything close to Matt Ryan here.
Yeah, Bart, I would look at everything. Kirk Cousins, you mentioned Tua, Kyle Murray. What's the price on Mendoza? I'm looking at all those things. And by the way, I may try to get more than one of them. There's a lot of good foundational things happen. You're there every week. The offensive line is young and talented. Looks like they're going to have more than one receiver for next year, and you got to solve the quarterback position, and I think you need more than one. So I'd look at all those options.
Mike, appreciate it as always, and we'll talk soon. Thanks.
All right, thank you.
That was the Mike Tannenbaum Report, brought to you by Samwell Institute for Pain Management. For a pain-free life, visit SamwellPain.com today. Little bit late at the top. In moments, we will dive into more of what Mike had to say there regarding the Jets and the quarterback situation on Mendoza and the Giants as well. It is all on the way. Bart Carlin on the 880 ESPN on the ESPN New York YouTube page.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/music. That's ethos.com/music.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Michaela's Mobile Spa, Michaela. Michaela got a quick business insurance quote from Progressive and chose from over 30 customizable coverages. Sure, it helps she's her only employee and does literally everything. But while others would rest on their laurels, Michaela was hard at work saving big. So take that, hypothetical other employee who doesn't exist. Be your own Michaela. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage is not available in all states or for all vehicles and coverage selections.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
We are proud to serve our country, to serve our local communities, to wear the uniform, to be a soldier, to serve abroad when and where duty calls. We are ready to stand with our brothers and sisters to defend, to serve, to fight. We're always ready. We're always there. We are the New York Army National Guard.
Sponsored by the New York Army National Guard.
Discover a driving experience crafted to inspire. At Garden City Mazda, exceptional design and sophisticated performance come together during the Mazda More to Move You sales event. Lease the 2025 Mazda CX-5 for just $229 a month at Garden City Mazda.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Empower. Tim collects bobbleheads. A lot of bobbleheads. Baseball bobbleheads, race car bobbleheads, little chihuahua bobbleheads. He's got an entire room strictly for bobbleheads. Does he need them? No. Is his wife mad about it? A little. But Tim works with Empower, and he got good at money. So he can be a little bad. Ooh, horse bobblehead. Classy, Tim. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
All right, we've had a couple of guys waiting on the phones. We'll get to them here before we shift to some football here momentarily. 800-919-3776. Mike had some very interesting things to say there, especially regarding the Giants and Jackson Dart, and maybe not throwing out the baby with the bathwater altogether if they do end up with the number 1 pick. But what I was going to throw in at the end of that conversation is, don't worry, Mike. They're going to end up beating the Raiders anyway next week and won't have the number 1 pick. That won't be a problem because that's what they do.
Jackson Dart better get his mind right, dog. If he dies, he dies.
All right, let's get a couple of the calls in. First up, it's Kev on the island. Black Kev. Yeah, I know.
Black ass Kev, what's up, baby?
What's good, fellas? How y'all doing today, man? Happy. Hope you have a good Christmas and a good New Year. How y'all doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Kuda Matatos.
All right. Listen, y'all have made me pivot and swivel since the start of this show. What I was going to start at one point was with Chris with the whole hanging of the flag, of the banner there, and I wanted to get into that. And then y'all went into Giannis, which kind of really aggravated the tar out of me because we just finally won something. I mean, something small, but we finally won something, and we deep dived into trying to go and get Giannis. And I was like, oh, come on, man. Can we not just enjoy a little bit of something before we dismantle the team entirely?
Nope.
To go and get a person that's hurt right now? Come on, fellas. Just can't we have anything good for a little while as New Yorkers? Can I please?
Yeah, Giannis is hurt like Devontae Adams was hurt with his hamstring before he came and joined Aaron last year.
But all right, the other thing I had, real quick, that Tannenbaum take made me sick to my stomach. I don't even want to discuss it. I'm so aggravated with that one as well.
Please, let's start there.
You know, the talk has always been since this NBA Cup has started about how you're going to try to make it more interesting for not only the NBA itself but the fans also, right? There was a gentleman that had called in on that show before you guys. And those guys kind of aggravated me. A lot of aggravation going on for you guys that went on with me today. He made a point that they completely glossed over, and it's a guy named D. And he said, why don't they try to put some kind of value to the NBA Cup by instilling a draft picks? Now, he said something along the lines of, at the end of the lottery, pick should be the prize for winning the entirety of the NBA Cup. I think that's a little bit much. I thought about it, and I said, well, listen, put that first-round pick at the end of the draft period, the 32nd pick or the 33rd pick, whatever. And if you come in second, then maybe somewhere in the second round you get a pick. I think that helps out a great deal with the NBA of getting NBA teams and the NBA interested in winning this whole thing, along with the fans. You know, fans like assets. You put a pick inside there, like for the Knicks. They don't even have a pick this coming up year. You put a pick in there, guess what? Now the fans have interest. What do you guys think?
No, I can see it. I remember they did it with baseball, with the World Series, stuff like that. I think it incentivizes teams because some teams just don't care. So like, it's a rest day. We're not really going to put our best players out there. We can care less. I think if you put something like that out there and then people see it as an asset, you know, not only do the players want the money, but then, you know, they see that they have an opportunity to help their team, but maybe an asset. I can see that because just think if the Knicks would have got an asset, then that's just one more thing they could throw in for Giannis, which you don't want to talk about.
That they can throw on for Giannis. Exactly. That's just one more thing that they can throw on. But
go ahead.
No, I think
he agreed with me and it took all the words out of his mouth.
Oh, okay. All right.
I can't.
Well, good. That's good because now I don't have to argue with you about the stupidity of a banner because he wanted to get into that too. I gave you 3 minutes. I can't give you everything. You know, I love you, Kev, but come on.
I think it should go right underneath the Messier.
Just as important. Right next to the Stanley Cup champions.
Yeah. Just cover up the hockey side. Who cares, right?
David and Elizabeth is up next. David, what's going on, dude?
What up, Chef? What up, Bart?
Congratulations, bro.
you already know. First and foremost, right? What I was going to say is shout out to my backcourt. Shout out to the captain. Shout out to the MVP of the Cup. You know, everybody's sitting here saying, "Oh, that's not a real championship." I don't care. We won that. What's up? Give us our respect. Last but not least,
it's like the Snoopy Bowl.
Allen's gonna get a pendant. They giving out necklaces.
Does Allen get a ring? Does Allen get a ring? That's what I'd like to know.
Championship necklace, pendant.
Yo, we both need hardware. Me and Hollywood Hahn. We going streaking later on 33rd and 7th. Meet us there. Pause. You feel me? But look, gentlemen, I just want to say this. Look, Bart, not for nothing, I never go back and forth with you or, go against some of your ideas because you know talent and you know superstars when you see them. But I'm going to be honest, brother. I think Brunson's on that superstar level. Like, did you see the performance he did last night? It wasn't great. But when we needed a basket and when we needed, the answer back, he was there, man. The captain always comes up with the answer. And I just want to give him flowers on that.
No, I just think that sometimes, like, it's a difference between superstars, right? And it's a difference between stars. And, like, right now, Kawhi Leonard is a star. He's not a superstar anymore. He's a star. And I think sometimes we need to be able to separate the special players. And I think Brunson is a very good player, a star. I just don't think he's a superstar. And I think we throw around superstar, generational talent. We throw it around too much. We can't put Brunson in the same category as Shea Gilly. He's playing at a different level right now. He's a superstar.
All I'm saying is
Jokic.
Brunson is closer to superstar than he is closer to Karl Anthony Towns as a star.
But the thing is,
that's all.
Last year,
like if I'm putting it on a scale of 1 to 10, he's above a 5. I might be rounding up, but you get the point.
I think we're hating on Karl Anthony Towns. Last year, he was an MVP candidate with the
Wait, what?
Early in the season last year,
with the first 8 games, MVP candidate.
Last year he was.
Did I miss the MVP champs for Cat at the Garden last year?
I don't think you did.
Last year early, he was putting up.
I know I heard him for Jalen.
He was putting up crazy numbers early in the year. Crazy numbers. So what I'm saying,
I want to give you a minute.
Hold on.
I want to give you a minute. I'm going to give you a minute.
Okay.
You want to rethink it?
Okay, Tom.
Because this is this will be on the internet. This is permanent now. You're saying this.
Tom, this is the same man that said that the Knicks can trade Karl Anthony Towns for Giannis 1-for-1.
Well, they would have to do that because of the contract.
No, but you're saying 1-for-1.
I also said picks.
The talent too. No, you didn't say no picks.
I did say picks.
He said 1-for-1.
I said 2 picks.
What did he say? What did he say?
I said they have one first-round pick that's protected to trade this year.
Don't just laugh.
And then they're picked in 29 or 32 or 38 or 2051.
Tom, use the words. Use your words, Tom.
I think there was a more one-on-one type of situation.
No, you go back and check the tape, all right? You go back, you check the tape. How about that?
And then I'll go check the tape in when Bart said that Cat was getting MVP chance last year, too.
Yeah, Josh in Ridgefield Park. I know one of them happened. Josh, what's going on?
Decide for us, Josh.
I have a question for Bart.
Yes.
Who do you think is closer to being a superstar, Cade Cunningham or Jalen Brunson?
Man, I think, Cade is young. Cade is super young, so I think he has the opportunity to become a superstar. Brunson's almost hit his ceiling, right? Cade still has an opportunity with more experience to have that growth that Brunson had from leaving from the Mavericks to what he did when he came over here.
Josh,
I think Cade is the better player.
Josh, can you and I just have a separate discussion for a minute?
Cade is a better player.
Josh, why would you do that to me?
Because he knows.
Why? No. It's me and Josh talking now, okay? Why would you do that to me? Because, Josh, what's cool is I'm going to cut you off here in a minute. You can go about your day. I got another at least hour and 45 minutes I'm going to be hearing about the Pistons.
Josh,
I think I speak for everybody else when I say, dear God, no.
Josh,
why would you do that?
Josh, if you was picking today, if I had to pick today between Jalen Brunson and Cade Cunningham, I'm taking Cade Cunningham.
I would take Rick Mahorn.
I'll take Jalen Brunson, but all right. Thanks for having me on, fellas.
Josh, don't you want defense?
That's it.
Josh.
That's it. Just throw the grenade and leave, Josh. That's the way to do
Josh,
it.
Don't you want defense, Josh? First of all, who's averaging more points?
Oh, my God.
Second of all, who team has the better record?
Here come all the comments on YouTube as well.
The hell are we talking about?
Bart's such a hater. He's got Cade is better than Brunson. Stop.
He's not?
Oh, my God. I can't.
That's because y'all watching MSG Network all day. Y'all ain't listening to George Blaha talk about how Cade balling out. Cade don't even play the fourth quarter half the time. He over there eating Little Caesar's pizza.
I can't believe you just invoked George Blaha.
I'm just saying. You listen to my boy George Blaha. 80 years in the game, 80 years old. You know, I sent him a bottle of wine the other day, last year when he was.
You told me you saw him on the rooftop somewhere,
right?
Yeah,
I saw him on the rooftop at the Ritz-Carlton. You know what I'm saying? That's where the Pistons was staying. It was it was his birthday.
He's a lovely man. Voice of Michigan State. And the Pistons.
Cade Cunningham is better than Jalen Brunson. I don't even know why we even having this discussion. Everybody knows that if they were drafting today, you would take Cade for all the other intangibles that Jalen Brunson don't have. You ain't got to sub out no defense for Cade Cunningham.
These comments.
6'5".
Jalen Brunson all day. Bart's a homer.
How am I a damn homer?
Bart checked the CTE.
Man, they crazy.
That's rough. What are we doing? What are we doing? I mean, that's Donnie Jepp as opposed to Johnny Depp. 1160 on YouTube. That's you. That's that dude that said that.
Bro, I can support my claims.
Oh my God.
Can you?
This just keeps coming.
Let's see. I guarantee you that Cade Cunningham starting an All-Star game too.
Yeah, you know what? It's awesome to be able to be as efficient as he is, scoring 35 points on 48 shots.
I don't care. We watched. Hold on. What did we talk about Brunson doing when he was pounding the hell out of the basketball last year? Didn't we complain about that?
Jason Smith, I'm about to call the cops.
Call it on your damn self. You won't say that to Cade's face.
It's Bart Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. I want to go back to something that Mike Tannenbaum said there a few minutes ago in relation to the Giants and Fernando Mendoza. If the Giants end up with the number 1 overall pick, is it such a lock that they would not take Mendoza and potentially go in another direction as far as Dart? First of all, I want to hear a couple of different opinions. So we heard that from Mike. Here was Mel Kiper Jr. this morning on DNR, asked, any chance you'd trade Jackson Dart and draft Fernando Mendoza if you ran the Giants?
Absolutely. 1,000% no. No, you got a known as opposed to an unknown. College isn't the NFL. We have to see how guys, and to be able to come in, with a team that doesn't have, tremendous person, had injuries with Malik Neighbors and others. To me, you see how Jackson's played, you already know you have that guy. Why in the world would you go for an unknown when you know you have the right guy? I mean, Dart, we always said, what's he lacking? What was he lacking at Ole Miss? Like anything in terms of physical and athletic ability. Now, you said, okay, his competitiveness works against him. He's got to protect his body better. Hopefully he figures that out. I get that. He's got to figure that out, or it's going to be this injury after injury, and that'll take its toll, and he won't have the career he's expected to have. We all know that. He'll hopefully figure that out. But, to say you're going to go away from Jackson Dart to some other young quarterback coming in, no.
How about that? Mel could not be more definitive about it. But my only problem is just the one thing that he brought up as the mitigating circumstance: his ability to stay healthy.
And he won't adjust.
If he doesn't adjust, if he shows that he's hard-headed, why wouldn't I think about that? Why wouldn't I think about that? If Fernando Mendoza is Matt Ryan, really, if Fernando Mendoza is Matt Ryan, and I can't convince this kid to stop taking hits, don't I at least have to evaluate the situation? I would think so. Now, I'm not going to say it's likely, and Adam Schefter on Unsportsmanlike says it's very unlikely.
I don't think anything's ever off the table. But do I expect that to happen? No. I would expect that if the Giants had the number 1 pick, I believe they're auctioning it off to the highest bidder to go draft Fernando Mendoza. That would be the most likely scenario of all of them. Now, again, we don't know who's going to be making these decisions. We don't know who the head coach is. We don't know that they will or won't keep their general manager, Joe Shane. So we're forecasting something that we don't know who's making those decisions.
And the crazy thing is, we don't even have to discuss this. They're going to beat the Raiders. So, all this leverage and all this what if, they're going to be, number 2 or number 3.
Yep.
And they're really going to be trying to get a second-round draft pick for whoever wants Dante Moore if he comes out, which I don't see why he wouldn't come out, because he's going to be the second overall pick. If you're Dante Moore, how are you going to change it? It's a possibility that he can be the number 1 guy. You don't know, how Tom Brady sees him, or how the Cleveland Browns see Dante Moore. They might not care about his age. You know, the Cleveland might not care about his age because they're saying, hey, we got Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders under contract, so we don't have to put them out there early either.
This is interesting, what Tom just sent me. So this is from the Inside the NFL in the NFC East, correct? Or what is it? The Hard Knocks NFC East. We cannot play the sound for you because, you know, HBO jerks. No, I didn't mean that, but they won't let us play it. What does, in this video, Dan Quinn tell his players, Tom, in this meeting about Jackson Dart as they were getting ready to to play the Giants?
So essentially, they tell the players, go out and hit him because he plays like a running back. Now, there's another message in there, too. I believe this was from Joe Witt on Dart. And his quote is, the quarterback is a very competitive dual-threat guy. He will try to run the ball like running back. He will try to run you over. He will try to stiff arm. He doesn't really get out of bounds. He doesn't side a whole bunch. We can get the ball off him.
Yeah, put his ass to sleep, basically. He ain't gonna slide. He gonna try and run like Baker Mayfield. Tear his ass up. Like, and if it's the one rare time where he's sliding and you make a mistake, we good here.
If you're ever wondering how quickly the word gets out, that's how quickly the word gets out. It doesn't take very long at all.
Yeah, we have a briefing every time when we basically brief the personnel.
Here's everybody's tendencies and what they do, right?
Yeah. Like, bro, don't let up, man. Because you let up, this dude going to try and embarrass you in front of your family. Then, you know what I'm saying, then your kid going to be telling you to take the trash out, daddy.
He won't go out. It's fine to go after him because he won't go out of bounds. And y'all don't think this is a big deal. You guys think this is nothing. That, like, you got to let the guy play the way he wants to play. This all ties into this discussion, man. Like, this is why you don't rule a damn thing out when it comes to this offseason. You guys, all of you who think you have the franchise quarterback, you have to pay attention to the whole picture, and you're not doing it. I see the picture like you do. I understand how good he can be when he is out on the field and how he plays. But I also understand that there is a stubbornness and a stupidity in there with how he plays that will prevent him from becoming that long-term answer at the position.
RG3 was great, too.
What happened?
For 2 years.
What happened?
Until he got his ass chin checked.
Yeah.
Haloti Nada trying to dive in. Haloti got him and caught that leg whiplash. It was done after that. All that running stuff with that big-ass knee brace was over with. And they forced him back early. So, yeah, you can have somebody, but I'd rather have somebody that I can have for 15 years, not somebody I can have for 5.
Or 3.
I mean,
that's the bigger thing. Yeah. That's what has to be considered here. Bart, I just go back to last year. I go back to Gruden basically berating him in that meeting where he sat and watched tape with him. Son, you are careless.
You're Evel Knievel.
You are Evel Knievel. There is no need for you to be doing this when I'm looking at a play and I'm turning it around saying, where the hell is Dart?
Can I ask you, how many times he been in the tent?
That would be 5 times.
Oh, okay.
5 times in the tent.
How many games he played this year?
10? Has he played 10?
So 50% of the time, my quarterback in the damn tent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
That's why you have to look at this.
But it don't matter.
Consider it.
The Giants will screw it up.
I know.
This is what I'm saying. If you're going to screw it up, you might as well beat Washington. Like, if you're going to screw it up, why you going to lose to – you know what I'm saying? Like, might as well beat Washington. Now you about to beat the Raiders, and it's so close. This is like the Indianapolis game.
If somebody could just get through to this kid. And that's why, like, clearly.
John Gruden couldn't get through to him.
John Gruden couldn't.
Dayball couldn't get through to him.
Clearly.
And what's the coach?
Kiffin couldn't. Clearly. Nobody can.
And Kiffin had the most leverage because I'm trying to go to the NFL.
But no, you don't know me. That's not how I play. That's not, that's not what I'm about. Okay.
The only other dumb thing I heard this week was McCarthy. Yeah, he told me not to do it, and I did it anyway because I wanted to punch
with the gritty thing.
Yeah, bro, I would bench him for the whole game, next game. You big dummy, you're not good enough then you're going to try and mock the fact that you openly defied the coach. And you hear Jackson Dart openly defying the coach. He told you get your ass down, you get your ass down.
It's Bart Carlin on ESPN New York on the ESPN New York YouTube page. In moments, we have got some audio files. You will hear more in relation to the Tua benching, which happened today. You will hear about the future of Joseph Arthur Burrow. It's all on the table on ESPN New York and the ESPN New York YouTube page.
This is the Michael Kay Show.
I know the sting of losing Alonzo, it's going to hurt, but what I would tell the fan, if they start the season 30-10, you're going to be drawn back because when you're a fan of a team, it's awfully hard to let go. And I know that what he did was assassin-like, and it was heartless, and it was cutthroat, but that's his marching orders. GMs have to make tough decisions.
The Michael Kay Show, weekdays at 1 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Right now at Bay Ridge Honda, experience the wonder of holiday savings with the 12 days of deals during Happy Honda Days, like the Accord SE, only $299 per month, or the all-wheel drive HR-V LX for only $269 a month. The 12 days of deals on now during Happy Honda Days, plus receive thousands in benefits and savings with their Bay Ridge Plus Advantage plan. Upfront pricing, total peace of mind. Visit BayRidgeHonda.com. 39 months lease, 7,500 miles per year, 2026 down, plus tax, tag, and fees. See dealer for full details.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2025. Last chance! Donate now for a 2025 tax deduction.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Clinton Yates here, and the holidays are upon us, full of gatherings, toasts, and plenty of cheer. And if you're like me, you want every moment to shine. That's why I head to Total Wine & More, where you'll find it all at the lowest prices, from rich whiskeys and smooth tequilas to festive liqueurs and elegant champagnes. And if you're not sure what to grab, their guides will help you find bottles that impress. You'll always find what you love and love what you find, only at Total Wine & More. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. B21.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown! Yes!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. It is 11:30. It is time for Audio Files.
The Audio File.
Catch off guard there, Tom? Or?
Yeah, a little bit. I was trying to come back, like stop the music and then change the graphic on the screen over to Audio Files. And
Tom has a lot to do, apparently, Bart. There's a lot for Tom to do.
There's some responsibility I had to take care of, and you gave me about 5 seconds to do all that.
Tom was just going back to see if he can find your comments about, the 1-for-1.
Right. Couldn't find them because they didn't exist.
Sure it did.
Yeah, that will not be in Audio Files.
Next time, give me the stretch signal.
Like stretching the pizza dough type of thing.
Right, exactly. Stretch. And I will stretch as I'm talking to give you more time to accomplish what you need to. You've got Audio Files, Tom. What have you got?
Yeah, I sure do. And you know what? We should hear from some of the New York Knicks from last night because, hey,
we're champions.
They're NBA Cup champions. They can hang a banner that some people won't like, but maybe we'll reflect on it and say this was a happy time in the Knicks franchise history so people can look back at that when they go to MSG. At any rate, where do I begin? Mike Brown. Talking about the level of Jalen Brunson's play, he says he deserves some love for MVP.
Obviously, the MVP is Jalen, and I hope now on this stage, you guys when you start talking about MVP candidates, his name is one of the first to come out your mouth because on this stage, to go get it done while winning is what, in my opinion, an MVP is about. So you guys do your job.
Sounds like a superstar to me, Bart.
Yeah, okay. Good luck with that. So that means Cade Cunningham's a superstar, too, because they average basically the same thing. Actually, Cade averages more. 27 versus 28 points a game. Cade, 6 rebounds a game. Jalen, 3. Cade, 9 assists a game. Jalen, 6. Yeah, okay. So guess what? Guess Cade's a superstar, too.
I regret playing that cut now.
Yeah, good luck with that. And guess who's in first place? Oh, that would be the Pistons.
See, I can't tell if Carlin's trying to snore right there or if he's like angry like a bulldog.
He's just licking the mic for Dave tomorrow to get halitosis.
What? Are you talking? I'm sorry. Please.
Jalen Brunson, yes. Consideration for MVP.
Just kill me. Just kill me.
Tom did it.
Seriously, to pick up a show in Detroit.
Tom did it.
Go hop on.
Listen, this isn't supposed to be state radio. This is supposed to be telling the facts.
You're right. It's not supposed to be state radio. It's also not supposed to be Michigan radio.
Do you want me to play another?
This is state radio when it comes to New York. Anyway, go ahead.
I'll play another Knicks cut to maybe.
Oh, please. Why not?
Karl Anthony Towns.
By the way, there was a moment last night like, did he just get hurt? That's not good.
Yeah, that's a little scary, but let's ignore that for now.
Yeah.
On the Knicks, hanging up a banner for MSG.
The Cup is special, and I think you saw tonight here in Vegas, semifinals, finals, it brought out the best of all the teams. And for us to be in a position to say that we won and we're the champions and to have this dope-ass shirt on with the Knicks saying champions is a humbling and an honor. So I'll leave that to them. But I know right now in our careers and in our lives, we're going to celebrate this one tonight. We're going to hold this Cup championship dear to our heart. But, now it's time to work on the second one.
He was close right there. He was very close to losing me right there.
See,
at the beginning of that cut,
we're
that
real
was like,
champions. We're real champions.
It was very close at the beginning.
Listen, nobody going to give a damn about that banner you got if y'all get y'all ass waxed in the playoffs.
And listen, this, I know a lot of people, let's call it what it is. Most of the people that have downplayed this have been old guys. Like, guys even older than me.
Guys that never seen him win a championship.
Exactly. And don't care about this. This is not more than something that was just created here by the league to draw up more interest, and it did it early in the year. This is not like soccer. And even in like soccer in Europe, what would mean the most to me? Winning a championship in the Premier League would mean the most to me. And whatever. Not winning some little tournament at the beginning of the year.
You always, what I feel good about is the young guys that, this is 20% of their salary in 3 games.
Sure.
So I feel good for those guys, the guys that do the dirty work, the guys that practice hard, get the team prepared, only come in and give a couple minutes. So I'm happy for them from that aspect.
Next.
I got one more for you on the Knicks.
Oh,
no, on the Knicks. Don't worry. We still have more to get to. We still have plenty of time. Jalen Brunson now, the MVP. He appreciates Mike Brown and the trust that he puts in his team.
One, it shows the confidence and trust Mike has in us to figure it out. He's not afraid to fail either. I think having that mindset of not being afraid to fail is good for us because it allows us to continue to fight and allows us to go out there, not worry about the result. We may play great defense on the possession, they hit a tough shot, but we may play a great game all game and then lose on the final buzzer. We're not afraid of failure, and I think it's a big time thing about us, and we got to continue to have that mindset and that thought process in whatever we do, continue to build off this.
Did you just say he accepts failure? You don't care about failure?
No, I get what he's saying.
Huh.
Do you feel like that was the case before, though? I think a lot of times when you have coaches who are hard-charging coaches like Tibbs is, their motivation, their thought is more out of the fear of trying to drive them by the fear of failure and the fear of losing and what that will bring. And if you're trying to say that some players are more motivated by driven for success and patted on the back and that kind of thing, yeah, I'll absolutely buy that. I don't feel like the Knicks were solely, were ever afraid to lose last year. Did you ever feel that way?
Nah. I thought they were
make it to the conference finals.
They didn't seem like they were all the Hakuna Matata, though. It seems like they're more.
No, I agree with that.
It seems like the environment in which Mike Brown creates is a lot less stressful. A lot of times you can be just emotionally spent because your coach always yelling at you. He's you walking by him, he got the little scrown on his face. You know what I mean? You ever been around somebody they just make you, they drain you? Because they just sit there like everything look like it's the end of the world. You got a tight face all the time. You wondering like, is he mad at you? What's going on?
Why are you looking at me?
I'm just saying. when you was working with Dog, you know what I'm saying?
No, it wasn't Dog. That wasn't the one I had the problem with. Next.
All right, let's get back into some NFL here, guys. So we're going to start with we're going to play 2 Adam Schefter cuts here. One, we're going to start with the news in the present, which is that Tua Tagovailoa, he was benched by the Miami Dolphins, which is interesting because Adam Schefter, I believe this was yesterday on Unsportsmanlike, said that he expects Tua back and also the Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel for next year.
Well, I think they have to keep Tua contractually. There's not a lot of wiggle room there. They're kind of married to him for next year. But I do think that whether you start looking this offseason or you delay it a year, you start looking for that next quarterback because after next year, I think the guarantee money on his contract is up. So I expect him to get one more year in Miami. I think Mike McDaniel has given himself a chance to be back next year. The team has played well in the second half. We'll see how they finish up here in the final 3 weeks. I'm sure that will have some influence over the final decision, but they're going to go out and hire a new general manager, and the new general manager will have his own ideas about how to proceed.
So if they were going to bring Tua back and it's only out of finance, I understand that. It's going to be awkward, though, isn't it, to have Tua even making that money standing on the sideline next year?
No, just ask Kirk Cousins. It's the same difference.
Is it the same thing?
Kirk Cousins making $45 million. He's sitting on the bench all year, and it got uncomfortable last year when he got benched. And yet Kirk Cousins came in and was being a professional this year. And was trying to help them
what
win
was
games.
different about it to me, and obviously Kirk did not play great last year, why he lost the job to Penix. What was different about it, though, is that they just gave him that money, and then they drafted Penix like 2 months later. So why is it that with Tua, they gave him the money a year and a half ago, and it was about performing, and now he's not going to perform? So that's what makes it just a hair more awkward for me. Maybe I'm wrong.
Be curious to see who's out there, general managers, be able to come out, because I do think that McDaniels has done a good enough job to keep his job. They didn't quit on him. It shows that he still played. Now, they won 4 out of 5, you know what I'm saying? And then to lose a game, you know, to a team that's going to potentially win their division in the cold weather, up north, on the road, you know, Monday Night Football, I don't think that's a qualifying a reason to get rid of him, especially if he finished strong and wins like 8-9 games. How you gonna fire a guy coming off with 8-9 games? You lost Tyreek Hill. You traded your best pass rusher.
Next.
And now I've got one more for you officially. This one also gonna be.
Oh boy.
You okay, Tom?
I'm okay now.
You didn't die?
You all choked up?
I thought you died for a sec.
Yeah, I thought I was going to die, too.
It died, didn't it? Because
Bart gave me some jalapeno chips, or really I just took them out of his bag, and he's like, be careful. You may be choking in a minute.
Are those the Miss Vicky's jalapeno chips?
I believe they're the
Hal's.
No, I've never had those. But the jalapeno chips,
they're both
big
spicy.
fan of.
Yeah, I used to be, and then I just got tired of the spice in my mouth all the time. I don't know. I like them on, you know what I mean.
What documentary you watching?
Huh?
What documentary you watching?
So, anyway, let me try this again.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Adam Schefter on Unsportsmanlike again. This is something that we kind of already know about the whole Joe Burrow situation, but if Joe Burrow wants to, say, move on, we kind of know how it's going to happen, and Adam Schefter kind of validates our thoughts.
I just think it's wearing on him. The losing, the hits, the injuries, the supporting cast around him, all of it. Just wearing on him. And I can just tell you, every team that has a quarterback question is taking notes and watching and observing to see if there's an opening somehow, some way that they could try to barge through. Now, again, Cincinnati's never just going to say, okay, well, Joe, you're upset. We want to trade you. You know, that would have to come from Joe. Joe would have to force his way out the same way that a former Bengals quarterback, Carson Palmer, once forced his way out. But I can tell you that there were many teams around the league that took notice, and there are many teams around the league that are tracking that situation.
But here's my question, though, okay?
I got you.
When we are talking about Joe Burrow at this time next year, is it as a Cincinnati Bengal?
Yeah, I think it's as a 49er, because they'll trade Brock Purdy.
Oof. You're going to do 1 for 1 there? You're killing me on Giannis?
No. Because what are people going to say? They're going to say, "Oh, send him to the Jets." If he's tired of losing, why the hell he want to go to the Jets?
Now that's the thing.
So if it's only one place that says, "Hey, we can give you something that you can have your quarterback with those 2 great receivers." We saw how great Joe Flacco looked with those receivers. You don't think Brock Purdy will look just as good with those receivers?
I need to go back and look at what the timeline was with Carson Palmer when he retired versus finally got traded.
I remember.
How long was it?
It was like it was near the end of the season where he stopped. I think he stopped showing up and retired. And I think the next year, Hugh Jackson got paid, and they traded for him at the start of the following season.
Yeah.
All you got to do is look at when Hugh Jackson got the head coaching job at the Raiders.
Okay.
Because he was their offensive coordinator.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app, 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. Get all of your comments in over on the Bart and Carlin YouTube page. Johnny Blaze, Hal's are the best jalapeno chips. Miss Vicky's are up there too. Listen, they're all good. I like them all. Here's the thing. I love spicy.
Yeah.
Love spicy. I do. I just don't want it sitting around all day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
I don't want to taste it 4 hours later.
Well, you need to make sure that you drink some type of lime juice or some type of pineapple juice. You got to wash it down. You got
So
what happens is those little flavors stick down into your esophagus deep.
Here's the thing. Here's what I've always kind of wondered. Those people that go on Hot Ones, the TV show, is there a way
challenge.
Is there a way to prepare for that? Like not just doing it before.
Like
is there
milk before.
Something you could drink beforehand that would help, or anything like that?
Well, for you, acid reflux or something like that, then they got the John Elway medicine. If not, you can
I'll be jacking in the Pepsi for Pete's sake.
You can drink some Mylanta or take some Tums before to coach the tum-tum.
No, but I mean just to be able to navigate those few hours, because it's got to be a miserable 36 hours after that, right?
As well when it comes out.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I bet you could put an enema or something in there to kind of coat the area.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
Knicks fans, it's time for basketball, and the action starts on Friday at Goldie's Tavern with Team ESPN New York and Ultra. Whether you need a pregame spot or you're looking for the right Knicks bar to watch the game versus the 76ers, Goldie's Tavern is your destination. The party tips off at 6:30 p.m., and Team ESPN will be giving away ESPN, Ultra, and Knicks prizes. Join fellow Knicks fans on Friday at 135 West 30th Street. Cheer on your Knicks, enjoy Ultra Draft and bottle specials, and cool prizes all game long at Goldie's Tavern.
Some stages celebrate. This one tests everything. Every drive, every approach, every putt. Pressure builds, resilience matters, and history waits for the bold. In June, the 2026 U.S. Open Championship returns to the Hamptons at the iconic Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. Experience the world's best golfers competing on one of the sport's most storied stages. Don't just watch greatness, experience it live at the 126th U.S. Open. Daily tickets are available now on SeatGeek.
The Winter Savings Event is right now at Bay Ridge Mazda. Lease the 2025 Mazda CX-30S for as low as $169 per month, or the 2025 Mazda CX-5. Select for as low as $229 per month and get as low as 0.9% APR financing rates on select model. Plus, enjoy 1 year complimentary of Bay Ridge Plus benefits like ding and dent coverage, key replacement, windshield protection, and roadside assistance. Visit them in Brooklyn or online at BayRidgeMazda.com. Bay Ridge Mazda, where confidence comes standard. See dealer for details.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
At Jake's 58 Casino Hotel, we're celebrating this holiday season with our $155,000 Slay the Road drawing, including your chance to win a new Land Rover Defender and $10,000 cash. Earn entries all month long, then be here on January 1st between 12 and 3 p.m. when one winner will be drawn every hour to win up to $20,000 cash. At 4 p.m., one lucky winner will win a Land Rover Defender and $10,000 cash at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian is always in pursuit of a better way to heal the spine. We're getting more people moving again with minimally invasive, non-surgical, and surgical treatments, with innovative solutions for every back and spine condition and your unique needs. Expert spine care is available now across New York City and Westchester. Find a doctor at nyp.org/oxspine. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
The holidays are here, and Amazon Pickup is your MVP of package pickup. Need that perfect gift like a brand new jersey for the big game? With Amazon Pickup, you can grab your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule at no extra cost. It's fast, it's easy, and it keeps your holiday surprises tucked safely away. So whether you're running from work or heading to the holiday party, Amazon Pickup makes holiday shopping worry-free. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope. It's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
These. Oh, I can't hear it. Hey, these are the breaks. Make it move. Hey, this how they used to rap. They could have had Curtis Blow do the rap, man. Basketball is my favorite sport.
Can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Oh, you just remixed it.
No.
Oh, we actually got real news?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, Cade Cunningham got traded to the Knicks?
No.
Can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Big news.
Big news. Hit it again. We signed Kyle Tucker?
Can't wait.
No.
We signed Kyle Tucker? Kyle Tucker coming to the Mets?
This is not a player transaction. This involves the New York Knicks. According to Shams Charania.
Oh, Shams.
The New York Knicks will not raise an NBA Cup banner for the championship at Madison Square Garden. I'm not joking. That just came over from Shams.
They just didn't.
It was almost like, you are not the father.
Right. They just didn't want to get embarrassed because, like, oh, man, come on. This is where we at. When was the last time the Knicks won a championship?
1973.
Damn. Damn.
Yeah.
The Pistons won 3 in between up. Damn.
Could you, like, how much would I have to pay you to get you to go an entire show without mentioning the Pistons?
I'm sorry. I'm just proud, man. We've been
I know.
We've been a doormat.
I know. And I don't know. Listen, I can appreciate the fact that you feel like the show is really only about the things that you care about.
No, I thought
the nothing to do with our audience.
I thought the Mets had signed Tucker, man.
No, man. Well, listen, that's a big deal. We were all wondering.
I'm waiting when we're going to spend some money.
Because that first year with the Lakers, I don't know what happened last year.
They put in their practice facility. They ain't put in.
Okay, but you still hung something. That's my point.
But it give you a banner,
because the league was going to make you do it, and the league wanted to make it a big deal.
Yeah.
The New York Knicks will not raise an NBA Cup championship banner at Madison Square Garden.
Tell me this, though.
Sources tell ESPN.
Do they get rings?
I don't believe they get rings. They get the money. I don't know what else they get.
If I see Allen walking around with a pennant saying tournament champs.
If you see Allen walking around with a pendant,
I'm going to snatch his chain like Debo.
Absolutely. That's exactly what happens. Allen would not do that. Allen knows
if they give him one, he would.
He knows
passing him no free jury.
But no, I didn't say that. I said he knows better than to wear it. He knows better than to wear it.
He'll give it to Cali.
Listen, I've got a bunch of bowl rings.
You do?
Yes, I don't wear them.
What's the most obnoxious? Is it like the Frito-Lay Tostito Crunchy Bowl?
We haven't gotten
Crunchy Much Bowl.
We haven't gotten to the Fiesta Bowl, the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl yet.
Do you guys like what's the most like obscure? You got the Pinstripe Bowl. You got a Pinstripe Bowl.
I got a couple of Pinstripe Bowl rings. I got a couple of them.
They come with all cubic zirconia and lab-grown diamonds.
All live diamonds. Got the Insight Bowl. I've got the International Bowl from Toronto. I've got them all.
Hold on, it's a bowl game where they actually send you JetBlue?
They used to in Toronto. Yeah, they used to. And man, I have
Air
never.
Canada.
I have never been colder. We played in the Sky Dome,
And it still was cold.
And that was Ray went over 2,000 yards for the season that game. Had like 280 in
Why
the game.
Why y'all went there? Y'all was good.
That was 2007.
Yeah, y'all was good. Why y'all go there?
I don't remember why.
Damn.
I forget what game we lost.
It was just it was good for logistics.
No,
like, who can we fly here?
No, there were plenty of people not happy to be there. I can guarantee you that.
Who can we fly? Who's close to the region to Toronto that we can get up here to sail that people won't laugh at?
Alan knows better than to wear that.
Okay.
Alan knows, and you know Alan knows better.
Listen, this is what we want. We want Carlin to come tomorrow with all his bowl rings on his fingers.
You think I won't? I'll do it.
So we can take a picture of you.
I'll do it.
Sitting there like Tom Brady.
Look, Brady, you don't have a Papa John's bowl ring. Jaquan in the truck is up.
Hey, Jaquan. His Papa John ring. His Papa John ring still come with a large piece of pie.
Hang on, no. You know what? Hang on a second. I'm glad you brought that up. Hang on one second, Jaquan. Here was the real tragedy about that week, and I will happily call it just that, a tragedy. That entire week, it was in Birmingham, Alabama. That entire week, I thought I would be swimming in pizza. Swimming. Not one damn slice.
Garlic butter?
And this is before that, nothing. Not even that stupid pepper that they throw in the box. And this is
That's a nice little kick.
Before that dumb owner with the awful hairpiece went on his racist rants of Papa John's.
Oh.
I got to deal with that clown all over the town. I got that guy, and I got Ruben Studdard from American Idol all over Birmingham that week.
Hold on, bro. You were in the right place to be with a racist dude that's spewing all kind of stuff. That was the right place to be in Alabama.
I understand, but he was from Louisville. Like, it's still their football stadium is still named after Papa John's.
Yeah, that's right. Long as that check clear.
But all my point is, like, I didn't see pizza anywhere. And so the day of the game, I go on a pregame show. We were playing NC State, and it was Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
At NC State, and he killed us. We knocked him out of the game, but and we won the game. But anyway, I go on the pregame show for the NC State pregame show, and they're talking about all the pizza they're eating. And I'm like, I lost it. I was like, this is complete crap. I have not seen it all week. Why did I even come here if I'm not going to get any pizza out of this thing? What are we doing? And they finally bring the pizza. You know when they bring pizza to our booth? They bring it in the middle of the first quarter.
So it's cold.
I'm calling the game. I can't eat pizza and call the game at the same time. So, listen. I know a lot of people have problems with Papa John's.
Yeah, I just picked a scab.
Yeah.
Let's go, Juan.
He's going to have to wait now. We'll get to you in a few minutes.
We'll get you on the other side, Juan.
Sorry.
After the power hour.
The screw job of the pizza was more important. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
Discover a driving experience crafted to inspire. At Garden City Mazda, exceptional design and sophisticated performance come together. During the Mazda More to Move You sales event, lease the 2025 Mazda CX-5 for $229 a month for 33 months. Or the 2025 Mazda CX-50 for $239 a month for 33 months. Both with $49.95 to its signing. It's the Mazda More to Move You sales event at Garden City Mazda. At Garden City Mazda, expect the exceptional.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter.
There's a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. During the More to Move You event, lease a new 2025 Mazda CX-5 2.5S all-wheel drive for $229 for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN S077553, MSRP $30,920. Zero security deposit. Ends 1/2/26.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply.
For over 100 years, Slomin's has been your trusted partner in comfort. When it comes to home heating oil, we deliver more than just quality fuel. We deliver peace of mind. With price protection, automatic deliveries, 24/7 service, and up to 30 days to pay your invoice. Our dedicated team is just a call away, ensuring you stay warm and comfortable all winter long. Slomin's, New York and New Jersey's largest heating oil provider, proudly serving our community for generations. Give us a call today at 866-GET-HEAT or visit oil.slomins.com.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, ETHOS, ethos.com/play.
The NBA is happening Christmas Day. 5 games, 1 unforgettable lineup. That's what Christmas is all about. Buckets for breakfast, breakaways for dessert. It's the holiday tradition. Christmas is our day. With star power from across the globe.
It's the stars. They are going to be out.
The best gift, you don't even have to unwrap it. We want to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year! NBA Christmas Day begins at noon Eastern on ABC and ESPN.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for 3.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Yes, we are at 12:01. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. And on the ESPN New York app, also on the ESPN New York YouTube page. By the way, take a look. Tom just sent me this. Really a lot of effort put in by the Milwaukee Bucks into their NBA Cup champion banner that they put up last year.
Is that Courier new white paper? They didn't put the team colors.
Is that real? Is that real?
I think so.
Bro, listen,
I've seen multiple images of the same thing.
You know what this reminds me of, Tom? So you're young, but you don't remember Focus Hope. Focus Hope was the government program that we got when we was in the hood and you was in the project. You had food stamps. You got this box of cheese, but then you used to get this soap, and it was just it was a white box, and all it had in black letters was soap on it. And it had soap detergent, and it had, you didn't know what type of soap it was. And it came out, you sprinkled it out. It was like, you ever get some baking soda? It's like that. And it was like detergent soap. I think some people use it for bath soap. Some people use it for laundry. That's what that looked like.
Yeah.
It like Focus Hope soap.
It looks like they printed it with a dot matrix printer.
A 2D screen printer.
All it says, white banner, black block lettering. Doesn't even have the Bucks logo on it.
I will.
It just says NBA Cup Champions 2024.
I will give them this. At least it is not black block lettering. It is their team color.
Oh, green. It is. That is green. I can't tell from
You can
here.
barely tell from the picture.
But they didn't put their logo on it.
No, they couldn't bother.
In case they needed to sell it off.
No, they couldn't bother to put any sort of graphic on it. Just the words.
It is noon. So what does that mean, my friend?
It's the power hour. We are the champions, my friend. Just like you know what I'm saying? Champion with no superstars. I like it.
Did they actually
true team?
Did they actually prove any kind of a point by winning the NBA Cup. In case you missed it, Knicks
They beat
have
a
won.
pretty good team in the West, so that proves that they – listen, at the end of the day, people can say whatever they want. The Spurs are going to be dealt with if whether they can make major moves to upgrades, and it don't have to be Giannis, but they got the ammunition in the young team, the great mix of young team, you know what I mean, to be able to go with the Twin Towers. We didn't see that yesterday because Wemby was on the minutes restriction, but I wanted to see the Twin Towers versus each other. What they call it, French vanilla? I wanted to see French vanilla versus we got to get a name for Cat and Mitch. I remember back in the day. Remember Dangerous Dan Spivey and Sid Vicious?
Yeah, the Twin Towers.
Should we call them? Yeah, but we can't say that because
they make it? I think the Undertaker was one of them one too. Because I think Sid Vicious left, and I think they made the Undertaker one of them as well.
But I don't know because
he wasn't the Undertaker.
But what wasn't the Twin Towers? Wasn't that Ralph Sampson and?
Yeah, that was Sampson and Olajuwon.
So they can't have that.
All right. Well, anyway,
we call them Dumb and Dumber. I'm just.
Once again, that was Bart. That was not me. That was not me. Point being, though, off of it, the Knicks do win the NBA Cup last night. The real question is there anything to really take out of it?
Yeah.
Because I don't know how I don't feel like anything was really proven last night, but there are people who have called up today and felt like, hey, listen, we won something. We should celebrate it. Now, Shams did tweet and put on his Instagram less than 20 minutes ago that the Knicks will not be raising a banner at Madison Square Garden for the NBA Cup championship.
Are they going to have a ring ceremony at the practice facility? On YouTube?
You make it sound like it's almost a rose ceremony for the bachelor. You get an NBA Cup ring.
Let's go to Juan.
What does the NBA Cup ring even look like? Jaquan in the truck has been patient. I went to him before and I stepped away. What's going on, Jaquan?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Love this show. I love you guys. Especially, I always listen to Bart and Hahn, and I always listen to Carlin solo back in the day, Jersey thing. But I'm a little disappointed. I'm very disappointed, and I'm gonna preface this by saying I'm not a Knicks fan. I got love for the Knicks, but I'm a Lakers fan. I grew up always watching the Knicks with my grandfather. He's a diehard. But I'm a defend the Knicks fan and the players for a little bit. Because at the end of the day, what do we talk about the NBA? You guys always talk about how it's such a drag. The players don't take it serious. It's load management, this, that, and the third, all right? But these guys actually put on a show. And I'm not just talking about the Knicks. I'm talking about even the OKC versus the Spurs. I'm talking about the rounds leading up. These guys actually played and went out there and put on the show, and they actually gave the fans something to look forward to. Now, I'm not saying that the incentives is the best. Me personally, how I would fix it, I would say first and second place teams, they get the 31st and the 32nd pick of the NBA draft. That's how I would do it, and see how much everybody take it even more serious then. But you guys
here's the thing. Here's the thing, okay? Though, Jaquan, and I'm going to give you your time. Don't worry. If you'd have to keep trying to make it a thing, you have to keep trying to make it important. Doesn't that tell you what the problem is in and of itself? Like you have to keep trying to make people care. That's where you run into an issue for me.
But I think people care. I think when your teams get to the semifinals, I think you have four engaged.
They were giving away free tickets yesterday, bud.
Yeah, but I'm saying, you got it. That's because it's not at the home place.
Well,
right?
It's in Vegas.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody wants to go to Vegas this time of year. It's cold.
I don't know, man.
Vegas right now, unless it's a fight.
It's just they just went to the tournament style. I guess they're just trying something. I get what you're saying, Carlin. You shouldn't have to try, but like throwing money at the players, I guess that's good for the players that, like you said, Bart, they made about a third of their salary or what they would normally get in just one shot. But I just think to make it a little bit better because it's the society we live in. Everybody's on their phones. So they're just trying to make it get more eyes to it. That's why I put the draft thing. If you make the first and second, get the 31 and 32nd, then that'll definitely do it for me.
I like that because teams will be playing their ass off because look up, you go to the tournament twice, you got 2 first-round draft picks in 2 consecutive years that you can trade, and they should be fully tradable too.
I get it. I get what you're saying. For me, the league thing, and we don't have to get into the whole fix the league conversation today. I still go back to my idea about the top few seeds picking their opponents in the postseason. I think you make a huge TV deal out of that.
Yeah, but for an organization, making sure that you may push a guy to play that may not need to play, but this is really, really important for us to get us a draft pick because it gives us flexibility to improve our team if we want to make trades. I mean, just think if you go to the Final Four every year, you got 4 extra draft picks. You start adding those things up, and you don't have to be the best team. You don't have to win it, but just if you get to the finals and you're able to get a draft pick and you can add that and keep trying to stack that, teams will play their best players. And they'll play hard, and they'll coach hard. There wouldn't be no load management when it comes to that.
Mel, up next on ESPN New York and the ESPN New York YouTube page. What's up, Mel?
Good afternoon. I called about the Jalen Brunson being a superstar, but I heard about the banner thing first, so I'd just like to talk about that real quick. The Milwaukee banner, that one isn't a great one, but the Lakers one is all right banner. It looked well. And the thing about the banner is that it was a good tournament, so it kind of signify and sum up how great of a tournament it was. And even the last final game was very, very intense and a wonderful game to just remember. So I think that's what the banner was symbolized. And my Jalen Brunson about being a superstar. So when Curry first made it to the finals the first year, we wasn't looking at him like a superstar, but it was the consistency of him constantly making it and constantly being a closer. And when Jalen Brunson was on the court, he's gonna step toe to toe with any star. We look at Anthony Edwards or a bunch of number 1 picks as stars. And Jalen Brunson, he's just gonna come in every day, and the Knicks, his teammates are just as important, because if he's going to get doubled or stopped, he got to kick it out, and the team got to step up for him. But he's the clutch player, and it doesn't matter what situation he's in, he's going to be able to get a bucket for you, and that's why I think he's a superstar. He can step up with anyone.
Well, Mel, to your point, he's the best player on the team. But I think you brought up a player that I think we would consider a star, not a superstar, in Anthony Edwards. And to say that Jalen Brunson and Anthony Edwards are on the same tier, I don't think it's disrespectful to Jalen Brunson.
No.
I don't think it's disrespectful at all. I mean, you talk about being a closer, then that means we have to elevate Halliburton up to that, because nobody closed better than him last year. So, I mean, those are stars. Superstars reserved for maybe 5 or 6 in the league at one time. It may be no less. I don't think you can put more than 10 at any time, any period in basketball, and say we had 10 superstars.
My guy checked in, buddy of mine who's a professional wrestler at one point, King Mega, Chris Holmes. They were the skyscrapers.
Oh, the skyscraper. That's what I said.
No, you said the Twin Towers.
Yeah,
no, don't say that's what I said.
No.
You know what? Go back and check those tapes from before.
No. Are we talking about because you said wrestling, I thought you said the Twin Towers.
The Twin Towers were Samson and
okay.
Sid Vicious and Dan Spivey were the skyscrapers.
Yeah, that's not what I said.
No.
I thought I said they were the skyscrapers.
No, you said they were the Twin Towers.
Were Samson and Alondra.
No.
Okay.
You didn't say skyscraper.
Well, at least I got Dangerous Dan Spivey and Sid Vicious, because everybody always forget, Luke was Axe and whatever. We always forget, one of the guys are usually not as good as the other one. Mm-hmm. When you think about Harlem Heat, you don't think about Stevie Ray, you think about Booker T. You know what I'm saying? The only team that we
Rockers, you don't think about Marty Jannetty.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You think about Arn Anderson, you don't think about the other guy.
That's true. Tully Blanchard.
Yeah, it's Arn Anderson. You know what I'm saying?
Double A. I love Double A.
Double A.
Double A was awesome.
That
spine buster was tremendous.
Yo, you could be Double A's son. Y'all got the same haircut.
Tom
Double A. He's Double A. Arn Anderson.
You put a beard on Tom?
He had it. He just got to grow it out.
Yeah.
He does look like Double A.
And
Double A used to wear those same glasses too.
Yeah.
He's at the Aviators.
Yeah. I can see that.
Tom, lift your shirt
up.
It's
one of the horsemen.
You got chest hair? Tom, you got chest hair?
Tom, don't lift your shirt up. That's an HR thing.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on it, but thank you for telling me not to.
I would have gave you beads. No, because Arn Anderson had a full head of lettuce. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he did.
Tom looked like he manscaped.
Arn Anderson was always the guy that when the referee's back was turned would be the third man involved and would come in and deliver a DDT.
Always pull it out his shorts and put it on his thumb. Right to the Arn Anderson.
The brain busters.
Man, that is crazy.
They were better as the Horsemen.
Yeah, the Horsemen. It was like the first little gang that used to be beating everybody up. They ain't messing with the Road Warriors, though. man, Tom, you look like Jeffrey Dahmer and you look like Arn Anderson all in one.
I'll give you Arn Anderson. That one's not a bad comparison.
Oh, you looked him up?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it's not bad. And it's also not a serial murderer.
Also true. Tom always think we're trying to diss him, man.
When you say it looks like Jeffrey Dahmer, that's not a compliment.
You're very charming, man. You could be an extra on Tool Time.
That's what I'm just hearing. Bart just said that Jeffrey Dahmer was extra handsome.
He was. That's why he was luring all those men into his house. He was looking for them stretch pants.
Jeffrey Dahmer looked like a creep.
No, he looked like a creep, but he was a handsome creep, especially back then. You got to understand the period of time.
Yeah,
70s, everybody looked Bart, a little weird.
Please don't hit me with it was a different time.
No, I'm saying, you ever look at pictures of your parents in the 70s?
Yeah.
Like, your dad, like, a lot of them look a lot. Listen, Ron Isley was hideous. Because the unibrow was a thing, he had bad teeth. They all had teeth like what's his name? Austin Powers. They all had them bad, no fluoride in the water teeth. You know what I'm saying? You ever look at your parents' teeth?
Taylor Tomlinson is a comedian, and she did a bit on this about how, like, you go into your attic and you see some pictures of your grandfather that you don't realize are your grandfather, and you're like, who is that?
Exactly.
Oh, that's just wrong.
They had the big-ass pork chops on their face, like the big old sideburns, the shaft sideburns, afro. They had platform. Men was walking around with moose knuckle, pure polyester pants with bell bottoms at the bottom, with a damn shirt that had one button showing their whole chest. You ever look at Earth, Wind, and Fire at the concert? You're like, what the hell are they wearing? And listen, you knew that everybody was high in the 70s. Everybody was high. I told you my dad, when he was in the Army, what he told him to do, and he did it.
Yeah.
Hey, lick your tongue out. Bam, LSD right on his tongue. And he just, first of all, can't no grown-ass man ever say, hey, lick your tongue out. I'm whooping your ass on sight. So as you say that, those fighting words. My dad, huh?
But even then,
ain't gonna tell me look both ways across the street. Stop licking your damn tongue out. You can't tell me nothing, sir. You don't let another grown man put his index finger on your damn tongue. Like it was a Listerine strip.
But look here. You have a commercial to read.
Yeah, man.
Samwell.
Kids, don't do drugs. It's football season, and you should be out here enjoying every play, every tailgate, every moment. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica, even getting off the counts can feel like a challenge. That's where Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain comes in. He's one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to getting you back in the game. Here's the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication, just precise, non-surgical, image-guided procedures that gets real results. Dr. Shaw treats everything from neck pain, back pain, migraine, nerve pain, chronic joint pain, and builds a custom game plan that is right for you. Same-day or next-day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. And, yes, most major insurances are accepted. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Go to SandwellPain.com. Call, text, or book online. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Let's get to Ed. He is up next in Newark, New Jersey. Ed, what's up, baby?
Hey, guys. Bart, you're cracking me up, brother.
How old were you in the 70s? Yeah, how old were you in the 70s?
I've coached that. What was that?
How old were you in the 70s?
I'm 56, so I was born in 69.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So I remember the 70s.
You went to Studio 54? You went to Studio 54?
I never went to Studio 54, but I did go to the Fun House. When if you know anything about, Jelly Bean Benitez, all that stuff, Madonna, he went out with him. So, yeah, he was the DJ there. But anyway.
Tell me this. Just one last question. Just one last question.
Go ahead.
Tell me if this is true. My dad said he loved the 70s because all you had to do was get a penicillin shot. Said it was no pulling out. No pull-out game.
Bart, you are a trip. Oh my God! But anyway, no. My dad was a little. He was a little.
Bart has just said something that Chris can't comment on. While humorous, Chris values his career too much.
Continue, Ed. I'm sorry.
Holy crap! You guys are making me laugh too much. So anyway, I've coached basketball for a long time. High school. And it's been good teams, state championships. Randy Foy came through our program, Hassan Whiteside. We're a good both boys and girls. And listen, I look at this NBA tournament the same way that I would look at kids doing off-season, high school kids doing off-season tournaments with local travel teams and stuff like that. The only banners we put up in the high school are the championship banners, because those are the only ones, the state championship banners that matter. Anything else, any other tournament in season that, and I can't see it being any different for the NBA, especially when you're talking about Madison Square Garden, which is, arguably, and you get no argument from me that it's the venue. It's the
world's most famous arena.
Worldwide. Yeah, absolutely. So there's no putting up. Come on.
They've said there's not going to be a banner, as we said, and Shams is just reporting that they're also going to celebrate appropriately with fans prior to the game Friday night.
Oh, they're going to have a.
They'll mention it.
They're going to bring out T-Pain. They're going to sing all that type of stuff.
No, I don't know what they're going to do. They said an appropriate celebration.
What's appropriate? They're going to get a pin? They're going to get a pennant?
I don't know. Maybe they will get a pennant.
Get a pin on their thing.
Maybe they'll give out towels.
Okay.
NBA Cup champion towels.
They all get a watch with the championship watch.
No, and it's a Casio. Something like that.
Nah, you got to go with a Movado, baby.
Can't wait.
Again?
Can't wait.
We got Kyle Tucker. I knew it, man. I knew he was going to come through, man.
It is the Mets.
Yeah.
And it is a signing.
Yeah. Dom Smith? Never mind.
No.
Okay.
Mets are finalizing a deal with Luke Weaver.
Yeah.
Former Yankee. Yeah. Luke Weaver, 2 years, $22 million, pending the physical.
Yeah, let's just take all the Yankees trash. We'll take it. Yeah, hey, here we get the guy that you guys don't want.
Luke Weaver.
Let's just keep taking all their bullpen.
Here's how you know.
Devin Williams.
And it's not a very good move. It's Tom's reaction was, oh, Luke Weaver's a Met. In other words, he was very happy that Luke Weaver was no longer his problem and now was a Met problem.
Jerk. So what we going to do? We just like Clay Holmes, Luke Weaver, Devin Williams. We just want to take their rejects?
Pretty much. Something like that. I think that's how it works. It's Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
I hope Bellinger signs with somebody else, too.
They're talking about Bellinger's number being 6 years, 180. You doing 6 for 180 for Cody Bellinger at this point?
No.
Can't do that.
What's Bregman's number?
I can't be that, but I don't know what I haven't seen a projected contract for him, but I can't imagine it's at that level.
But the Yankees going to get desperate in a minute anyway. Ain't that right, Tom? Y'all right around the corner from being desperate. Y'all ain't signed nobody.
That's okay. We still got time.
Sure you do.
Mets are more desperate right now than the Yankees.
It don't matter. We have low expectations for the Mets. Y'all gonna waste the greatest
because
baseball
you blew
player.
your expectations out the window when you had a historical collapse.
Well, you guys are gonna waste the. How did you guys do? Y'all lost to the team in Canada.
Still made the playoffs.
Got your ass beat by a Canadian team. How dare you?
You guys got your ass beat by Cincinnati. You couldn't even make the playoffs because of them.
Okay, at least if we're gonna be bad, we're gonna be real bad. Y'all tease the fan base every year.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app, reminding you that Game Time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, it's Tully time. Devils are in Las Vegas tonight at 10 o'clock to play the Golden Knights. Tullamore Dew is the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during tonight's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. There was one other thing I wanted to remind you of coming up on the station this week, and that is the college football playoff that is coming up this week. Now, on Friday, the Alabama-Oklahoma game will be on 1050 and will be joined in progress. Wait a minute, why did this... Of course, as I'm trying to look at the schedule properly, my fat fingers closed it up, and it wouldn't allow me to see it. Okay, so on Friday on 10:50, the Alabama-Oklahoma game will be on right after Knicks Sixers on 880, and it will be on over on 10:50 the entirety of the game. On Saturday, Tulane Old Miss, 3:30, and James Madison, Oregon, right after that, will be on 880 ESPN. Then Miami, Texas A&M, and Miami, Texas A&M will be on 10:50 as the St. John's, Kentucky game is going to be on 880. No, I'm sorry. That's not right. The Rangers-Flyers game is going to be on 880. So you got Tulane, Ole Miss, James Madison, Oregon, and the college football playoff that will be on 880 this week. And then on 10:50 will be Miami, Texas A&M. So we have got you covered on the college football playoff. Make sure that you are locked in on that. In moments, it will be time for a little sideline to sideline. And we have so much more to discuss in relation to the Jets and their future defensive coordinator with some names becoming available that need to be considered. It's all coming on ESPN New York.
Wednesday with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. The Knicks are NBA Cup champions.
The Knicks have much bigger goals at the end of the year, but by beating San Antonio, they're leaving Las Vegas with a brand new trophy. The 2025 NBA Cup champions, your New York Knicks.
Will this experience help them in the playoffs? Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
At Jake's 58 Casino Hotel, we're celebrating this holiday season with our $155,000 Slay the Road drawing, including your chance to win a new Land Rover Defender and $10,000 cash. Earn entries all month long, then be here on January 1st between 12 and 3 p.m. when one winner will be drawn every hour to win up to $20,000 cash. At 4 p.m., one lucky winner will win a Land Rover Defender and $10,000 cash. At Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
Right now at Bay Ridge Honda, experience the wonder of holiday savings with the 12 days of deals during Happy Honda Days, like the Accord SE, only $299 per month, or the all-wheel drive HR-V LX for only $269 a month. The 12 days of deals on now during Happy Honda Days, plus receive thousands in benefits and savings with their Bay Ridge Plus Advantage plan. Upfront pricing, total peace of mind. Visit BayRidgeHonda.com. 39 months lease, 7,500 miles per year, 2026 down, plus tax, tag, and fees. See dealer for full details.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
1 in every 6 men is likely to be diagnosed with prostate cancer in his lifetime. That's why New York Presbyterian wants to remind men over 50 to book a prostate cancer screening. A simple blood test is all it takes. It could save your life. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester at locations near you. Schedule your annual prostate cancer screening today at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids.
KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2025. Last chance! Donate now for a 2025 tax deduction.
Some stages celebrate. This one tests everything. Every drive, every approach, every putt. Pressure builds. Resilience matters. And history waits for the bold. In June, the 2026 U.S. Open Championship returns to the Hamptons at the iconic Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. Experience the world's best golfers competing on one of the sport's most storied stages. Don't just watch greatness, experience it live at the 126th U.S. Open. Daily tickets are available now on SeatGeek.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check Kirk Herbstreit's pregame analysis first, before talking to your brother-in-law.
In this game, the key thing to watch will be the offensive line versus their front seven. If they can get pressure without blitzing, this could be a long night.
Okay, Kirk.
I know stuff.
Ooh, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Clinton Yates here, and the holidays are upon us, full of gatherings, toasts, and plenty of cheer. And if you're like me, you want every moment to shine. That's why I head to Total Wine & More, where you'll find it all at the lowest prices, from rich whiskeys and smooth tequilas to festive liqueurs and elegant champagnes. And if you're not sure what to grab, their guides will help you find bottles that impress. You'll always find what you love and love what you find, only at Total Wine & More. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. Be 21.
Don't want to be a player no more. Think I find someone I want to live my life for.
ESPN article projected that Bregman's going to get 5 for 170. I wouldn't do that. I would not do
We got to
that.
spend our money somewhere, bro.
I understand, and I know that he got a good year last year, but I still would not do 5 for 170.
This is what the Mets need to do. Don't sign nobody in free agency. All trades. Because we don't know if it's going to be a lockout, what the market's going to be after that. Get people get Alcantara, trade for Scrubble, and then go trade for Tatis. And then let's watch this smug look on Tom's face just erase.
Tom, your response.
It won't be such a smug look when the Mets collapse again.
You act like y'all won the same amount of championships that we won in the last 10 years.
15.
That's okay.
16.
So what are we talking about? Y'all have been y'all we don't even recognize it is kids that were born after 2009 that don't know nothing about the Yankees even being anything but the doormat. The whooping post for the Dodgers who made fun of y'all, who laughed at y'all, who sunned y'all.
Didn't you lose to the Royals in 2015?
And the Astros had the controversy, came back and still kicked y'all ass. Still sent y'all ass home. We signed our guy Valdez. I was gone yesterday. Did we sign him yet?
Who?
Framber Valdez?
Yeah, Valdez.
No.
We signed Valdez
Not yet.
Wait till we sign Valdez, Scrubble, Kyle Tucker.
But you just said you didn't want to sign anybody. You just wanted to trade for people.
No, we got the money to pay for a couple of them.
Sideline to sideline, please get me out of this conversation.
Tom's just such a hater, man.
Sideline.
You lost your mind, what?
To Sideline. Go. With Bart and Carlin.
All right, Tom.
All right, so in case anybody's missed it, the biggest news out of the NFL today is the Miami Dolphins benching Tua Tagovailoa in favor of Quinn Ewers. That is what sources told Adam Schefter this morning. Ewers' first start will come on Sunday against the Joe Burrow-led, for now, Cincinnati Bengals. As for the financials of the Dolphins, if they choose to part ways with Tua, he's already guaranteed $54 million in 2026. On March 15th next year, $3 million of his 2027 salary becomes guaranteed. If the Dolphins were to release him next year, the move would result in a $99 million dead cap charge. Designating the move as a post-June 1st release would lower that charge to $67.4 million in 2026 to $31.8 in 2027. They're going to be on the hook for him for quite a lot of money for quite a while.
That's the Russell Wilson contract. You just got to eat that dead year. Don't worry. That's why you got Zach Wilson.
So if you cut him, but what if you cut him after this season?
Oh.
Could you actually do that? I don't even know if you actually could.
How many years is it? Usually it takes the first 3 years. I mean, they're in trouble. That's why I think they might go ahead and cut Tyreek Hill, send Tyreek Hill back to Kansas City in a dead year.
I mean, let me look here. This is not going to be good.
I mean, $99 million. I mean,
Dolphins, if they cut him before June 1st, $137 million cap hit.
Damn.
Would that be a record?
Oh, easily. That's more than Russ's was. Russ was around
89.
90, yeah. There's more than that, yeah. Oh, my God.
Appreciate you. See, that's what happened when you get all overzealous.
Well, if they cut him after June 1st, it would only be 92 and then 40 the next year.
See, I wouldn't be surprised they start calling quarterback draws and loosen up the protection, try and get him to medically retire.
No, that's great. Go out there and get him concussed again.
Bobby Boucher.
So he can't play anymore.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the NFLPA would disagree with that type of philosophy.
But how can you prove it?
That's the problem.
That's the thing.
Listen, put it this way: if they start running quarterback draws, it's going to be pretty obvious.
3-man protection. They do swinging gate.
All of a sudden, they're playing 7-man football with Tua. Next.
The other biggest news today coming from the Jets: Jeremy Ruckert, 2-year extension. Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
Jeremy Ruckert,
the tight end.
2 years for $10 million.
So it's 2 years for $10 million. What year is this for him? Is this his third or fourth year? Because he wasn't a first-round draft pick, so they own his rights for 4 years. Was he coming up on and that's just suggest maybe trying to spend some of the money that they have left over because of resets?
He is in year number 4 right now.
Okay, so he was going to be a free agent.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Mason Taylor. I mean, if the Jets aren't in the running to sign Isaiah Likely, I'm going to be pissed. You think I was pissed about Harold Fannin. If they ain't in the running to sign Isaiah Likely, they do it all tight end because the Ravens can't play him. They just gave Mark Andrews an extension for 3 years. So that means he's going to hit the market. If they're not in the market for Isaiah Likely, he's the perfect type of compliment. He's Mason Taylor 4 years from now.
Well, that's great. Who's going to throw him the ball?
It's easier to get the ball to somebody that's running in between the hashes than it is to get somebody to run outside the numbers. We'll figure that out. But if I'm targeting somebody in free agency, you think about, okay, well, we got Garrett Wilson. Okay, maybe Mechie and I Mitchell is decent. We can draft this a receiver. But man, I need an impact. Mason Taylor did not have the impact of Harold Fannin. He didn't have the impact of Ty Warren. You know what I'm saying? He's been solid, but he hasn't been anything special. I'm going to get somebody that can show him how to be special. In this league, you got to have 2 tight ends. Harold Fannin, Njoku. You think about Hunter Henry, and you think about, Pittsburgh is 3. You got Washington, you got Jonnu Smith, and you got, what's your boy, Frankenmuth?
Freiermuth.
I'm just playing.
Freiermuth.
You know I know I'm not going to show respect to
Frankenmuth.
Yeah. You know I'm going to show the love
but even when you're making a joke, you're looking at me like I'm immediately going to pick up on it. Like you're giving me way too much credit there.
I thought you was going to definitely pick up on the move. Because the move is the move. Rather than Franken or Franken.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
Next.
So, go ahead.
All right, so forget the Jets. Let's get some actual news. So, the Commanders shutting down Jaden Daniels for the rest of the season, if you guys didn't see, partially with his dislocated elbow. He's had other injuries this year. He has yet to be cleared to play. Coach Dan Quinn said he would have been unavailable anyway for this upcoming game, so there's really no risk. And with a shortened week after that, they didn't feel comfortable.
Here's what I'd really like to know about this: is what real negative effect this has on his development when he played as few games as he did this year, when he was so good last year.
Yeah, see, with him, I think he's a generational talent. The biggest concern for us is his health. It wasn't a knee. It wasn't an Achilles, so I don't worry about any of that. I think he's right on pace, man, to be outstanding. And I think they have to do a better job of making sure that they get their weapons in camp on time. Like the whole thing with McCurkin, Scary Terry, messed up the entire year because he was hurt. He got hurt early, and he never was able to kind of see it through. It was just Debo. Debo wasn't brought in for that. Ertz is probably going to retire. I wouldn't be surprised if they're bidding for a guy like Isaiah Likely, somebody that's quarterback friendly for them. You know what I mean? Because Ertz is probably going to retire. He's a lot older, and his days may be done there as well. So I think he'll be fine. I just think that this was an off year, and right now Caleb Williams, they're always going to be compared with each other. Caleb Williams said, "You had a good year. I had a good year. So now we even. So quit calling me a bust and saying that he was the better pick."
Next.
All right, so big news for tomorrow. The Rams have not ruled out Devontae Adams for tomorrow's Rams game against the Seahawks.
Okay, I know it's an important game. I get that.
It's for the division, man.
It's for the
Maybe
division.
Maybe first bye.
3 days later, you're going to play him? You're going to play him 3 days later after that hamstring?
It depends on how hurt it is. You know what I mean?
I mean, it looked like when he came up lame, it looked pretty bad.
Yeah, but
he's running down the field.
But it's like Terrell Davis, man. When Shanahan went out there, he was like, "Listen, I know you can't see. You got a migraine. I know you can't see, but without you out there, it won't be a threat. We need you out there, and we're not going to give you the ball. We're just going to throw it." So just the threat of Devontae Adams being out there is going to allow Puka Nacua, who's second in the league in receiving. I think he's only 150 behind Njigba.
Yeah.
I mean, that gives him somebody to say, hey, you still have to respect that's Devontae Adams, especially in the red zone when you just running a quick little route. I think Devontae Adams has 14 touchdowns this year.
Would you look at Njigba and bet that he's going to get to 2,000 at 15:41 now with 3 games left?
Nah, that's too many. He need
that's 150 a game.
Yeah. He hadn't did 150 a game, so that means he'll probably have to have one crazy game where he go for like damn near 300.
Yeah.
And remember last time they played, Sam Darnold threw like 3 or 4 interceptions.
And here's the other thing I don't want to see.
They can't run the ball.
I don't want to see them get into a Week 18 thing, and then we're forcing them the ball to try to get them to 2,000 yards. That would suck.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that.
Me either.
Next.
Last bit of news for you guys for right now. CFP hater, Notre Dame running back, and Heisman Trophy finalist Jeremiah Love. He is officially declared for the 2026 NFL Draft. He put out a lengthy statement. I'm not going to be bothered to read any of it.
We don't care.
He's going to be a top 10 pick, though. Even as a running back, he's going to be a
top 10 pick as a running back. I don't know if I'm doing that.
A lot of people
from
think
a running back from no conference.
A lot of people think that he was better than Bijan.
Oh, get out of here!
I'm telling you, that's a lot. Listen, watch him play.
He's not even built like Bijan.
I'm talking about
a bigger back.
A little bit, yeah.
Nah, he ain't no Bijan. You tripping?
I said a lot of people, not me. Not me. A lot of people are telling me these things, Bart. These things are all out in the air.
A lot of people. Everybody's saying it.
Everybody's saying it.
Huge.
Just for the sake of our draft experts, Mel Kiper Jr. has him number 3 right now on his big board in his latest big board. Field Yates has him going 14 to the Chiefs.
That's about right
now.
See, that's about right. Send him to the Chiefs. Nobody cares. They don't have Patrick Mahomes. We don't have to worry about him for a couple of years.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. It is your final turn. 800-919-3776. 800-919-ESPN. Plus, a lot of people have brought this up. Is it possible my partner might be leaving to be joining the coaching staff of the New York Jets?
He gone.
We discuss next on ESPN New York.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Brees Hall, the I-back, at the 5-yard line. Handoff, Brees Hall finds a crease, runs left. He's into the end zone for a Jet touchdown. Jets fans, come out to MetLife Stadium for a Week 17 divisional matchup. See the New York Jets host the New England Patriots Sunday, December 28th at 1 p.m. Presented by Ticketmaster. Lock in your seats now at nyjets.com/tickets. Once again, that's nyjets.com/tickets.
Holiday cheer starts here. Stop by participating Optimum stores through December 20th for giveaways and Saturday visits with Santa and friends. Visit Optimum.com/Santa to learn more.
The Winter Savings Event is right now at Bay Ridge Mazda. Lease the 2025 Mazda CX-30S for as low as $169 per month, or the 2025 Mazda CX-5. Select for as low as $229 per month and get as low as 0.9% APR financing rates on select model. Plus, enjoy 1 year complimentary of Bay Ridge Plus benefits like ding and dent coverage, key replacement, windshield protection, and roadside assistance. Visit them in Brooklyn or online at BayRidgeMazda.com. Bay Ridge Mazda, where confidence comes standard. See dealer for details.
The holidays are here, and Amazon Pickup is your MVP of package pickup. Need that perfect gift like a brand new jersey for the big game? With Amazon Pickup, you can grab your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule at no extra cost. It's fast, it's easy, and it keeps your holiday surprises tucked safely away. So whether you're running from work or heading to the holiday party, Amazon Pickup makes holiday shopping worry-free. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Listen up, football fans. Never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Discover a driving experience crafted to inspire. At Garden City Mazda, exceptional design and sophisticated performance come together during the Mazda More to Move You sales event. Lease the 2025 Mazda CX-5 for just $229 a month at Garden City Mazda.
Empower. Jen has ordered a decadent seafood tower, king crab legs, lobster tails, and a waterfall of caviar. Pricey? You bet. But Jen worked with Empower on her savings and investment strategy and planned for splurges like these. She got good at money, so she can be a little bad. Ooh, champagne. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risk. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisory Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. OMG, those shrimps are really jumbo.
Rich Eisen here. As you all know, I care deeply about pediatric cancer research and awareness. That's why I'm proud to talk about Hyundai Hope on Wheels. For over 27 years, every Hyundai sold has helped fund life-saving pediatric cancer research. Together with over 850 dealers nationwide, they've raised more than $277 million, supporting over 25,000 kids in their fight against cancer. At Hyundai, hope isn't optional. It comes standard. Visit HyundaiUSA.com and search Hyundai Hope on Wheels to learn more.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team. Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now. ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
I'm telling you why Santa Claus is coming to town. I can't wait till what day we going to pick so Jet fans, Met fans, Yankee fans, Knicks fans, Ranger fans, Islanders fans, Devils fans, Jets fans, Giants fans can come in and ask them what they asking Santa, Sports Santa, for Christmas.
That must be another show you're doing.
Yeah. Oh. I'm just trying to figure. You know when I got to do them 4-hour shows, you know what I'm saying? We just got to find content.
No, I understand. Oh, no, nobody understands that more than me.
I'm only doing 3, though, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
What 4-hour shows are those?
I don't know. Whoever I'm working with.
Next week?
No, not next week.
Next week's Christmas.
Yeah, is it the day after Christmas?
Yeah, I'm on bull duty the next 2 weeks after Monday.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be working because y'all won't see me in February, ever.
Yeah. No, I understand.
I'm hibernating.
Can you hibernate when it's in South America or in the Caribbean?
I'm going deep like Aaron. Going deep in the hole.
So, underground. A lot of people have brought this up. Joe Beningo even brought it up.
Beningo?
Yeah.
Beningo look like he should be a motorcycle dude in like a like one of those rock and roll.
Joe and Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah. That's what he should be.
Bro!
It's the mustache, man, the handlebars.
Well, he brought this up. Callers brought this up to you the other day. Ira brought it up to you the other day. Everybody wants you to be the Jets defensive coordinator. Now, listen, you've been approached before about coaching.
Yeah.
What is the deal here? Are you ever, I'm not asking if you're going to be the Jet coordinator. Are you ever thinking about coaching? And if so, are you going to give me a heads up? Because I've had like 5 different partners in 5 years, and I just may want to walk away at that point.
Yeah, I mean, you know what's crazy is my daughter's about to go to college. I've run out of stuff to do. I don't know.
That's not helping me. I have another year on my contract. Come on. If you're leaving in the middle of it, I got to start making plans.
My contract's up in September, man. I don't know what they're going to do.
I don't know what they're going to do.
Am I be unemployed?
I don't know. I would like to know. If you're leaving, I would like to know.
No, I ain't going nowhere, Chris.
All right.
Allegedly.
Until they call, and then you are.
I'm not going nowhere.
No, but do you want to coach at some point?
No, eventually I am going to coach. Eventually.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't want to. I remember Singletary became my coach at 50.
Right.
So,
Don't. You can do better than that. Mm-hmm. You can do better than Mike did.
Oh, yeah. I mean, dumbest coach I've ever had in my life. Like, he didn't know nothing. He knew 46 defense, and I got the mic. I got the running back. Man, we be in meetings like, hey, coach, that's wrong. I'll be right back.
All right.
I want winners. I want people that want to win.
Great leader, though.
Okay.
But he could never be a position coach.
I want to bring up a couple of names, and I want to get your reaction as to potential candidates for this job.
Gotcha.
Besides you.
Okay, gotcha.
Jim Leonard.
Absolutely.
Now tell me why Jim Leonard is absolutely should be somebody who should be considered.
Jim Leonard has experience. He's coached, been a defensive coordinator at the University of Wisconsin. He was trained and mentored, much like Anthony Weaver was from Rex, and he's learned a lot. He's done a lot. He's currently on the Denver Broncos defensive coaching staff, so we know how well they are playing. You have to give him some credit for that. And he's a smart, and he played at a high level. He was a guy that we signed on a 10-day contract from the Buffalo Bills. And Rex, like he always does, saw him and put him in positions and taught him the Raven way. And he was one of the most pivotal guys on our team, especially during that run. It was the fact that he broke his leg in practice late in the season that kind of hurt us during our second run.
All right, so Jim Leonard, yes.
Uh-huh.
How about Wink? Wink Martindale.
Yeah, Wink, get him in here.
Now, keep this in mind about Wink. They obviously just had that whole mess go down at Michigan.
Yep.
And if you're thinking, well, maybe Wink will be a head coach, Wink's not going to be a head coach at this point. That's over with.
Yeah, he's kind of scarlet letter is what he is.
And he's not somebody that he's not at Michigan to recruit. They don't have him there recruiting players.
Wink ain't got no interest in that.
He is the guy that they bring the player to as they're closing the deal.
He give you Rex energy.
Yeah. Wink is a guy that you would be interested in.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to go Wink, you can say Rob, too. I don't even know where Rob is.
I think Rob was a linebacker coach at like UNLV or something like that.
Okay.
Like he was I forget where he was. He's somewhere out west, maybe Fresno. I don't know.
Rob's a little crazier than Rex though. He's like the rock and roll version of Rex. Rex got
USC. I'm sorry, that's where he is.
Okay, that's high profile.
Yeah. Okay. And then lastly, the Post brought this one up, and this is interesting. Raheem Morris. He gets fired by the Falcons.
We fired him already?
Well, if he gets fired by the Falcons as the head coach, I mean, we have seen Raheem Morris be a very good defensive coordinator.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I would definitely. And
apparently he does have ties to Aaron Glenn.
Okay, I definitely can see that.
Is there anybody else that we should be talking about as a potential defensive coordinator?
I really haven't taken a deep dive into who's available in college. I mean,
right.
I was writing my resume. I'm messaging you. But, I mean,
first of all, if you think I'm going to believe that you were sitting down and writing your resume, anybody asks you for your resume, you're like, turn on the damn tape. No. It would be, you want my resume, you turn on the tape. That's my resume.
But I tell you, like, I can see, Mike Pettin, maybe. I don't know.
What's he doing?
He's a consultant for Brian Flores and them in Minnesota. He's been doing that for a couple of years.
Okay.
Yeah, so I know he's up in Minnesota.
So you want to bring Mike Pettin back here?
Yeah, just tell him no snitching.
What about Manish? Does that mean Manish comes back?
Well, I think Manish probably now, because today's climate, he's probably working for YouTube
Newsmax?
TV. He's working for Tubi.
I thought you were going to say Newsmax.
I don't even know I could have went with it if I knew what Newsmax was.
Well, it's
Tubi for print.
No, you know how like you just said what was Rockstar Rob is Rex is Rockstar Rex?
Yeah.
Newsmax is Rockstar Fox.
Gotcha.
Fox News. That's what it is. I put it that way. Listen, the Wink thing really is intriguing to me.
Oh, maybe they can get your boy.
Who?
From Rutgers.
Who?
The head coach.
He's not going anywhere. Shiano?
He's safe?
Yeah. He's not going anywhere.
Oh, who knew?
Thanks. Thanks a lot, jerk. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. Wink really intrigues me there. The Jim Leonard part of it, I don't know enough about how he coached at Wisconsin. I do know I think he would relate to players pretty well. But it's just like I'm honestly interested in what's going to work for Aaron Glenn, because I do get the sense in just talking to people that AG has now got this kind of year under his belt.
Yeah.
Kind of has looked around, sees what works, sees what doesn't work. And I for one, am going to choose to have a lot more faith in him for next year. And I know it's been a rough season, and I know we don't have answers yet, but I still think he has the potential to be a good head coach. And now that he's got a year under his belt, look for the real growth next year.
He has money to spend, right? He has money to spend, and he has draft picks to pick. So he can develop, and he can get guys that already represent what he's trying to be. I mean, you ever thought about dry mail?
That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea.
He'll love to stick it to Ray Rule and the coach.
Oh, he would love to stick it to the Patriots.
He'll do all the opposition research.
Oh, absolutely. He would love to stick it to the Patriots. All right, that'll do it for us. The Michael K. Show is up next.
The K-ster.
Followed by Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg later this afternoon. It's all on the way on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York YouTube page.
New York Lottery's holiday scratch-off games are the perfect gift for everyone on your list.
Like me, your Aunt Jules. I told you I didn't need a gift this year, but I secretly really want one.
Or me, your neighbor Frank.